and welcome back to FireCast Season 1, Episode
13.
Yes. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
we're here with my co-host DZ,
What's cracking?
and today we have Callan on the show.
How you going, guys?
Thanks for coming, bro.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right. So this is interesting. So obviously I'm not going to start with music for this one because we were just talking off air, and you stream
Yes.
on Twitch, and even DZ was saying it sounds like you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, I was.
Or you're doing good. So how does that start? Big gamer, you love games, or is it just something different you wanted to do, or have you always been sort of creating stuff and trying to do content, or is this very new to you?
For me, like I've always watched YouTube and that.
Yeah.
And I didn't get into Twitch until quarantine for us, like the start of last year, March. You know, and that's when I started streaming. I was doing Call of Duty, and I had the Mac, and I was like, you know what, let's just venture into this like void of potential. And I just went, screw it, I did it. And then I've always been that kind of guy who's like into anime and like gacha games and that. And then I explored like the fact that my iPhone is compatible with my Mac. I can screen mirror it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So yeah, that was an opportunity, and I uploaded OBS, and then I went, you know what, let's do it. I'm just going to do games that I play frequently, and then from there, doing it frequently, build up the community, build a Discord, and then
wow, okay. Because you showed me a Discord, and it's fucking massive Discord. Like, how many people you got in there?
At least 170.
Yeah, I was in there for
Wow.
a bit.
Yeah.
It was cranking.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Because it's a full big Discord, because Discord's very fucking
Niche.
It is.
It's not just niche, but I've been, like, as you could probably imagine, with making music especially, I've been invited and I've been in that many Discords.
Yeah.
And bro, 9 times out of 10, bro, they die. I had my own Discord, died, deleted it, fucking got over it.
Yeah.
And I've been in Discords where you get invited, you join, it's mad. And the first like 2 months is like exciting.
Yeah.
You're meeting all these different people, you're talking shit, you're sending funny memes.
It's fun, bro.
Yeah, no, it's mad.
Discord's mad.
It is fucking mad. People are sending each other their music and you're helping each other. And then for some reason it just stops. It's like everyone just either just can't be bothered sending shit in the Discord anymore, or they're in another Discord that they're more focused on.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to keep alive. But
It is.
so how do you keep it alive, bro? Because mine, I deleted mine. I just went, fuck this, and I fucked it off.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, good moderators, dude. If you like, say for example, you ever went to YouTube or Twitch, right? And I know you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Venture out, have your frequent like viewers in there, and then they're like, yo, man, I noticed you're spending a lot of this time on my channel. Do you want to be a moderator? And just make sure, like, you know, that's what I did. And I'm lucky enough I've got really good moderators in there, and they just redid my entire Discord. Because for me, I'm like, I didn't know what to do on Discord. It was my first time, you know, building my own server, especially around like gacha games and that, you know, it's like
Very strange.
It was very strange, dude. It was heaps strange. And then I met a few good moderators, and I made them moderators, especially on my Twitch channel. On Twitch, you can make them moderators as well. On your Twitch and your Discord.
Yeah, and I've seen that on some streams on Twitch, so they can like comment. They got like special powers.
They're
and
like
shit
police.
Yeah, they are.
Wow, okay,
yeah,
that's
exactly
cool, man.
like
That is
police,
fucking
bro.
cool. So you think that's the way to go? You get moderate, and what moderators like just what you could say, just your biggest fans of your content, and then you reel them in and say, hey, I want you to help me out with this shit.
100%.
And people love doing that too, bro. People love being moderators.
They do. And like some of my modders as well, like recently, cause before when I started this last year, I didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't invest as much as I can now, obviously. But you know, it's like playing the games I play.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain content you can get, like it's pay to play.
Pay to win.
Pay to win, yeah.
No,
Okay.
pay to win, exactly, not pay to play. Sorry, but yeah, I'll just be like, look, guys, if you don't have this money, because I got one moderator who is like just like I think 17, 18. He's from America too. It's nice to meet him as well.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a job in that. I said, look, man, when like, you know, guaranteed super rare comes up in like one of the games we play, FGO, I'll be like, look, I'll get you an iTunes card or a Google Play card. Throw that at it, you get a guaranteed 5-star. You know, like, you know, you do that because for your moderators, is they're sitting there managing your Discord when you can't do it when real life stuff comes up, you know?
Yeah, okay. So you're saying you can even just like give them in-game rewards and shit,
bro,
Yeah.
shit that you're
100%.
doing.
Pay 'em in game.
Yep.
Okay, that is fucking so smart. I
Yeah.
never would have thought of that.
You could easily do that.
I could easily do
Yeah,
that.
you'd
100%,
definitely
bro.
be able to get moderators quick as.
Yeah. Okay, that's very interesting, because that's the thing. I've never like. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, I'm a massive Dr. Disrespect fanboy, right? So I only made a Twitch account to watch Dr. D. Only reason I did it, right? And I didn't even really like it. Twitch, they were playing like, it's good for the creator because they get paid.
Oh, yeah.
But for the viewer, man, it was a fucking nightmare just to try watch him because there'd be Twitch was playing at one point 4 to 5 ads before they show you the stream.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about Twitch. The
YouTube
ads,
only
man.
does 2 ads.
Subscriber privileges, bro.
Yeah. But I'll still, had it, and I made an account to watch Doc, and when I was doing my warehouse job, I'd always just be fucking working and watching him and shit while I'm working. And then ever since he did the switch to YouTube, I've stopped using Twitch. But you're really fucking selling me right now on Twitch. So you're saying that, and by the sounds of it, I've been on YouTube for years, and I haven't made nowhere as near the amount of money or viewers in a stream that you have in the few months you've been doing Twitch.
Yeah, man.
So you're saying Twitch has a higher reward rate.
It's hard because
That's what it sounds like to me anyway. Because like I said, I've been on YouTube for a long fucking time, and YouTube is only good for the exposure.
Yeah, it is.
But the community, unless you're someone like Dr. Disrespect, there is virtually no community.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect is massive though.
That's the
he's
thing.
huge.
He's established.
Yeah.
Like example, I've got 1,200 subscribers, and I still get only 10 views on my videos.
Yeah.
Like that is absolutely crazy if you think about it. That's 1,000 people who you'd think they're subscribed to you because
For a reason.
they like
Yeah,
your
definitely,
content. But when you upload a video, they're either just not watching it or the video isn't reaching them.
Yeah.
So you're making it sound like Twitch could be a better bet, bro.
Exactly. But the thing is as well, like I know you guys are very prevalent on Instagram and that as well, but with Discord and because like on Twitch, or I'm pretty sure on YouTube too, because when I dabbled in YouTube, you can put your links in there. Here, join the Discord if you want to be part of the community.
Yeah, in the
and all that stuff.
description.
Yeah, exactly, in the description. On Twitch, you can just be like, !Discord, here's the link, join the Discord. And on Discord, what I do personally, I announce when I'm live. Be like, everyone, I'm live, come and chill.
Come hang out,
Come hang out and chill,
yeah.
dude. Exactly. And in doing that, you get that exposure because that's a community that actually want to see you because they've joined your Discord and they're like, I want to be a part of the community, I want to be a part of your streams. And just vibe, dude. Like, it's like really inclusive as well. Like, I feel, especially with Twitch, it's alive, it's there, and you're not like looking at comments after you've put the video on there. You're actually there. It's like a conversation.
Yeah, it's like
texting.
they're with you.
They're with-
at the same-
Yeah.
And I think a cool thing about your Discord too is that it's very international.
Yes,
like
it
when I
is.
was in it, they're all like Americans and people
they
from
are.
the UK.
Wow,
and
man,
shit.
I mean,
Yeah, Europeans too.
After this, man, I'm joining, bro, and we're linking up, bro, because
Yeah,
it
100%.
sounds like
it is
sounds
fun,
like,
bro.
It's so good, dude.
It
Like,
really sounds like you've got it down packed, bro. Like you've really done it properly. Like
I've
because
tried, man, and thanks to moderators, dude. Shout out to like Casanova, Enigmat, Zach Mai, and I'm not going to say his name on stream, but like shout out Mewtwo, you're awesome too.
yeah, no, that's mad. That's honestly all. So I feel okay. So all right, in my defense, I think I probably went about it all wrong. What I should do is then obviously with your help, Callan, is
definitely
make a new community, but a gaming / music, because let's be
Oh
honest.
yeah.
Let's be honest, bro. Gaming is the biggest internet online thing in the world. A
It is.
multi-billion-dollar
It is.
industry. And then I'll probably would say music would be second. Because gaming is absolutely like paramount on the internet.
Yep.
Every
Fucking
motherfucker
hell.
is playing games or watching gaming videos. And like I've been doing, like we've all been there, bro. In school, your fucking Call of Duty montages with like a cool little drum and bass song in the background. Like if you ain't doing
1.5
nothing,
comes
let's
on when you're playing
play.
zombies.
Yeah.
The
You're like,
Easter eggs.
"Fuck." Yeah. So we've all been there, and like it's always there in the background floating. Even on like you go on your phone, open the YouTube, you click the YouTube app. I can guarantee on that homepage there'll be one gaming video,
Oh yeah,
without a
definitely.
doubt,
Yeah.
without a fucking
hell.
doubt. You know what I mean? So I think I went about it all wrong, and it would be cool to do it again. But as you were saying before, you've now had very minimal time to stream, which is the next issue to tackle.
Yes, it is, bro.
Because like you were saying, you're working almost 7 days a week, and
Yeah.
I'm basically doing the same thing. And my work literally sent me an email saying, hey, can you guys please not have any time off next month because you're working like almost 7 days a week? And we were
Fucking
all
hell.
like, what?
yeah,
Like
you need-
what is
no,
like
bro.
Is that even legal?
like I don't think it really is. By the way, cheers, boys.
Cheers, lads.
Yours is there too, brother. Your whiskey on the table.
Hey,
on the other
I'll
side.
get my whiskey.
Here we
Cheers.
go, boys.
Cheers, man.
Yes. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
All right.
That is so good, bro. Shout out Joey. Last episode.
Getting us on the Dublin.
This
man.
shit is awesome, man.
It's lovely.
Yeah, fucking hell.
All right, so we're talking about streaming. Right, so you're doing really well, Callum. With your, what's your Twitch called, by the way?
It's called Aussie slang.
Aussie slang. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool, very cool. And we're talking about work and how hard it is to fucking basically pursue anything with work.
Yeah.
So, how are you finding it now that you're saying you're working almost 7 days a week? How are you finding it now? How are you finding time to do this? Because obviously what crosses my mind all the fucking time is when do I get to that point where I've got to take that last leap of faith and just fucking quit my job and go for this 100%. Because if you think of it, right, if you cave, say 8-9 hours that you work, right, almost 6-7 days a week, even just your minimum 5 hours a day, 5 hours a week.
Yep.
If you gave 8 hours, 5 hours a day, right, to doing what you want to do, surely you're going to succeed in it.
100%.
Yes, I say that all the time.
Surely.
I think
Right.
that's what fucking Chillin' It did too. I'm pretty sure I heard him say once that
He just quit his job.
He was a tradie and he said, give me a year doing this full on, no work. And if you're dedicated like we are,
100%.
it's gonna work.
But the problem is bills.
Yeah.
Your fucking phone bill.
Living, bro,
Your
living.
fucking groceries for the week. Your fucking how do these people do it? But I mean you could really
Casual work.
if you're really, really smart, which I know a guy who did this, one of my very, very good friends, during high school while he was working at McDonald's and shit like that, he saved up literally every single penny that he had. He didn't go out partying and shit like that. He saved every single penny, and then when we all finished high school, instead of being a tradie and working, he had enough money and he just survived off all the money he saved for like 4 years.
What a legend. That is awesome.
And it wasn't even a big amount of money. It was only somewhere between like 60 to 80 grand.
Wow.
But that was enough to
That's a lot of money still,
survive
that.
for like 3 years, and he was just living the king life, playing games
Jesus
and doing.
Christ.
If I had
That is awesome.
if I had 1 year somehow to pay my bills, even if I was just working 2-3 days a week at a shoe shop or something, and I could do my music, we could do this podcast and shit like that, I can guarantee you, bro, we would fucking be rich.
Yeah, of
You'd
course.
succeed.
Right?
You'd succeed.
So, like, how do you find that time? Because, like I said, to me, it sounds like you're doing very well.
yeah.
Very well with your Twitch, bro. So, does that ever cross your mind? Like, are you studying anything? Are you like, how does this all come down for you, bro?
I'm studying like a massive degree too. Like I'm doing
Yeah, you're doing a lot, bro.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So here we go. You're studying psychology.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, where at?
At the Australian College of Applied Psych.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a fucking big course.
They're called the 70K hole, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
Jesus.
So where's your head at?
My head right. Well, you see, I was stuck in between like a hobby and a career. Now, when I say that, I'm talking like Twitch as the hobby and my career as being a psychotherapist. So for me, I've always wanted to help people, but I looked at Twitch as
As a hobby.
well, a hobby and an instrument in where I could not only facilitate probably a very interesting environment, right, but like a inclusive, positive environment where I can play my games that I love so dearly because I'm a massive weeb, bro. Like I love anime, anything anime, bro. Like
Fuck yeah.
you know, like so you talk about Star Wars, you talk about like the Fate series, you talk about like Dragon Ball Z. I'm there. We're having debates, bro.
Yeah.
Right? And in between like, you know, therapy, how can I help another person? So that's my mindset. And when I eventually did Twitch, it was because I was in quarantine, everything just got stopped. Uni got stopped, work got stopped, and I was like, you know what am I going to do? Exactly. Let's give it a crack, bro. I got the instruments to do it. Right?
So you might as well.
May as well, give it a go. And like it succeeded very well, but I have to keep in mind that the games I'm playing and the games I'm, you know, sharing are games that aren't not as massive as Call of Duty, Apex Legends, you know, all those
Yeah, very
multiplayer-
niche.
but
very
there's
niche.
still communities for that shit.
Oh, there are, bro.
know what
Especially
I mean?
like when you get those like there's like especially in the anime community, man. Like we're inclusive and wholesome, bro. Like shout out to anyone who loves it, bro. Anyone who loves anime, like you guys, we're the weebs.
Yeah,
bro. We
these
love
guys love anime.
Yeah,
a fair
let's
bit.
bro.
That's another topic we'll bring up later too,
Yeah,
on
too
the anime
easy.
things. Just remind me on that because
talk to me
there's
about it,
something
bro.
about that I want to say.
It's all good. I love it.
Which is very interesting too, because you want to be a psychologist and stuff like that to help other people. But if you think of it too, let's just say, right, in a different world, or say even, you know, in maybe fast forward a couple of years. Let's
Sounds
say
like a miracle question.
yeah, let's say you
Bro.
do
Doing SFBT with me, bro.
yeah. Let's say you were to blow up streaming, right? And you're like the next Shroud or Dr. D, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Doing that shit too can also help people.
Oh yeah.
You hear about every time Dr. D, when he won the Streamer of the Year last year, in his speech, he said the reason he still does, and that motherfucker's pushing like 40 years old and shit. He's
100%.
old.
He's
He's like fucking older than some people's dads and shit. Like,
I don't watch him. I don't know much about him, but he seems cool.
Man. He is not even a streamer, bro. That cunt, you could give him his own TV show.
100%.
The shit he does with his fucking streams, Dylan, I don't know.
I gotta watch him, man. I really do.
That cunt, right? This is no joke. He was saying in his fucking in his speech last year when he won Streamer of the Year, he's got a full team of people in Europe while he streams that they're doing shit in the background and like moderating the stream and shit. Like that motherfucker has like, I don't know if it's one room or he's got multiple rooms in his house where it's just green screens of different backgrounds and shit. And he so while he's streaming, like while he's waiting for a lobby in a game Call of Duty, the stream will like do like a transition and he's in like a gym and he's like pretending to work out and shit. Like he's a full entertainer. He's not just sitting there like hunched over fucking playing. Like he's a full on entertainer where he's
That sounds awesome.
doing funny
So
shit.
cool, bro.
But he was saying in his speech that the main reason he still does this shit, right, especially with his age, is because he still gets messages daily from people who are saying, man, like, you've helped me with my depression, my anxiety. I was going to kill myself the other day, but your videos, like, really, like, people really, that's why the whole community thing with Discord and Twitch, some people take that shit real serious.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like, to them, it's like an online family.
It is, dude.
Because some people come from broken homes and shit like that. So
dude.
you
It's
want
an
to
escape.
You could help people doing that as well.
Man. It's like, think of this too. Like, I know you probably don't listen to metal like I do, but I listen to metal. And one of my favorite vocalists, Ronnie Radke, is the lead singer of Falling in Reverse. He streams.
What, games or music?
Well, games. He streams Call of Duty, and
okay.
He, like, bro, his chat, he blew up on Twitch, right? And they're all going, "Your music saved me." Like, just think about that. Like, think about like, let me pose this miracle question to you. Like, what if one day, like, your music, right, your label, right, gets blown up, and you actually eventually just start doing Twitch, right? You start gaming and you start doing other stuff too, not just to cooperatively, move yourself forward in your career, both music in entertainment, because it is entertainment, both of them, right?
Yeah, it's all entertainment.
It is all entertainment. You're right, Dylan. And how would you feel, right, getting that feedback saying, "Look, DZ, FriendlyFire, your music and the stuff you have produced has saved me from depression, anxiety, like fucking BP, all that stuff."
That shit would be crazy. That shit would be crazy.
Man, that's part of the reason why it's so fun doing music, man, because it touches people in different ways.
Yeah, fucking oath. Well, which is weird too, because we're not even like established by any means, but I've had a few messages from people.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, like your
It's real,
song
bro. It's
really,
real.
like people, like you don't know everyone's story.
Yeah.
So people come from these crazy like homes or suburbs or fucking the ghetto and shit, and they stumble across something that they can relate to, and that can be with music, your streaming, your games, whatever. So I feel like it's very, very interesting that you wanted to take that Twitch path, and that I'm glad it's going good for you, bro. Because
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm
man.
not gonna lie, bro. I've never met someone who's had like personally like a lot of success on Twitch. It's always like I'm so used to always watching big streamers, and that's what people tend to forget. That, like, I'll give you an example, right? A couple of weeks ago, I was streaming with Moby, and I think it may have been a random, or we had a trios. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I know Moby was there for like 100%, and I was streaming Apex on YouTube, and I think I peaked at like maybe 8 or 9 viewers, right?
Yeah.
And it was awesome, bro. The chat was
That's still
popping.
good, bro.
The chat was popping.
Yeah.
People were talking and shit like that. And one guy commented something that really struck to me. Like he goes, man, he said something, and I was like, I'm like, oh, by the way, thanks for everyone for hanging around and shit. We'll stream it for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then one guy comments and goes, no, bro. He goes, like, I'm literally your fan.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I don't care if you're streaming music, games, whatever. He's like, I'm your fan. I'm gonna watch. He goes, and I was like, nah, bro. I was like, that's fucking awesome, bro. Thank you. And then another guy commented and goes, no, I agree, and it's so much better for once to watch average people do this rather than someone who's massive all the time.
Yeah, because like when you think
Like,
about like
we're just average blokes.
100%, bro. It's
Like,
real.
Yeah,
It's real. It's we're not like Tyler One, Dr. Disrespect, all those massive streamers.
we don't have to.
So when you see the sub, you're not gonna sit there and ignore it. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, thank you for the sub, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the community." You know,
He's so grateful too. I've seen you on your
100%.
streams, bro.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Because it's that's money, man. Especially for like
Someone to go out of their way and give you money that they earned, man.
exactly, bro.
You know,
how humbling is that? That is the most humble thing. Because like, money's everything at the minute, bro. You know, like you need it, bro. It's a part of life, man.
yeah,
It's one of the biggest
I'm
parts of
surprised.
life,
You
bro.
really got to jump on it, bro.
Yeah, fucking bro.
I'm
'Cause
telling you right now,
we
man.
got a few dedicated fans, man, and I
now let's do
appreciate
it.
every single one of you guys, man.
Aussie
100%.
Slang has fucking sold me on Twitch, bro, which is weird too, because I was talking to Brad Adart at work literally like last week. He was going, man, why don't you do Twitch? And I was like, bro, I just don't like it.
It's easier, I reckon. Than
And
YouTube.
and he was the one who told me, he's like, look, bro, yeah, it may be YouTube may be a bit better in quality and stuff. And he goes, but the community on Twitch, bro, is crazy.
yeah.
Completely different,
It
bro.
is, bro.
It's like two separate things, YouTube and Twitch, man.
Oh no,
They're like
they
fucking
100%.
different
Oh,
ballgames.
look,
100%, bro.
And bro, Aussie Slang, you have 100% sold me, bro. Like
well,
we
thank
we,
you.
we will link up. We'll
That'll
try
be
some
fun
shit.
too, bro. That'll be fun.
It'll be a good time. Yeah, 100%.
I want to try redo the whole Discord thing, because like I said, man, my one was popping for a bit.
It was actually
It
cranking.
was. Hey, DZ was in there. You know what I mean? He'd pop in every now and then, and people be like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, DZ's in here."
DZ, bro.
But it's very music's also, I feel like, harder to tackle
Yeah,
than
fuck
gaming.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
definitely.
niche, bro. So I think if I were able to do like a music / gaming, I think we'd be able to get something real special going, bro.
100%.
Entertainment, bro.
100.
People just want to be entertained. That's why. What's his name? Who's the lead singer in Nirvana who passed away? Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain, yeah.
Entertain me. You know, like that's all they want. That's
Yeah.
all they want. Entertain.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can do that, if you can facilitate not only like a streaming platform to do that in your videos, in your
Yeah.
Twitch streams, you will get the views, bro.
Yeah.
It'll
Like,
come, bro.
it'll
Stick
come.
to it.
Yeah, 100%, brother.
Yeah, no, that's such a very interesting thing to think about, eh? Because with Twitch too, you were saying to me it's a lot like basically anyone can become a Twitch affiliate.
Oh, 100%.
Like, because like on YouTube now, they're so stingy with their money
Yeah.
that the amount of times in the 5 years I've been doing YouTube, the rules of like trying to get paid and monetize on YouTube change like every 3 months.
They do change.
And it's
frequently.
always
changing.
it's
They're
always
Yeah, it is,
it's
bro.
always against the content creator.
Oh,
so
fuck,
when
bro.
I first listen to my fucking pickle I'm stuck in, right?
Oh,
So
bro.
YouTube owe me like fucking will have $30 or $40, whatever it is, right? But I can't take the money because what happened was when I first started YouTube, all you needed to get ads on your videos was 10,000 total views.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you really think about it, that's not that much,
That's not that much, no.
right? I clocked 10,000 in maybe under the first year,
Yeah.
right? And it was under 100 videos. And everyone always say on YouTube, oh, your first 100 videos is your hardest and your first 100 subscribers is your hardest, which is fucking true, right?
It's always the first 1,000.
Right, bro.
And then so I got the first 10,000 total. I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. I applied, whatever. I got accepted. And I had ads on my videos. And I was making, my fucking 0.1 of a cent, whatever.
Yeah.
And over the years, it started calculating and adding up. And then slowly it was, okay, now you need 10,000 views and 500 subscribers or whatever. And I was like, all right, what the fuck? So I got my next 500 subscribers. Yeah, cool. You're eligible again.
Yeah.
Now they've changed it again. And this has changed heaps of times, right? Now you need 1,000 subscribers and 4 hour. Is it 4 hours or 400 hours or something ridiculous worth of watch time?
Yeah.
Right?
It's watch time now.
But
Yeah,
the
it is
watch
watch time,
time
yeah.
it doesn't include streams, doesn't include reels or shit like that. It's only from your videos.
Yep.
Fucking
And
hell.
I don't have that yet.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
stuck at a halfway. I've got like 2,200 watch hours or
Right.
something. So the money that I had, I can't take it out now because I don't have ads again on my shit.
Oh, dude.
So
yeah.
and there'd be a lot of people stuck in that situation. Like, what the fuck? Like, and now it's just made me going, you know what? Fuck YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's just kind of just fun. It's just random. But you know what I mean? Now you're saying that Twitch seems to be just so much easier, and you don't even have to make content for Twitch. It's just all
no
like you
way.
said, live.
Streaming.
It is
just
live. It is live,
shit.
bro. Like when you think about it too, you can concurrently do like Twitch and YouTube together. That's what a lot of people do, right? Like I think one of the big streamers, Tyler, one who plays League of Legends, like he does Twitch and posts like his clips on YouTube because you can get your stuff clipped, bro, by your viewers.
So what, they clip it for you and then just send it to you, or like?
Oh
how
no,
does
it's
it-
on your channel. Like if I go into my Twitch app right now, I could see like some of the clips that my viewers have clipped from.
See, I've never understood that. What is
Yeah,
clips?
I never got that
What
either.
is clips? How do you? What is that? When someone sees a portion of your video, they click a button or something and it
Because
films.
back in the day, I'd always used to hear streamers go, "Oh my god, someone clipped that."
Yeah, I say it too.
I never understood what it meant.
Like if I'm on bloody FGO or like BBS, bro, and like you say, like for example, I'll pull like this mad SSR character, do like 0.1% of pulling. You bet your ass, I'm like, fucking clip that, bro.
Someone clip that, please.
Someone clip it, because if you don't clip it, I'm going back in the VOD, bro.
Clip that shit, man.
How do you do that? Like, is it
What happens?
What? How
They do it for you? Like, how
Oh
does
well, not even that. Like sometimes I'll go back in the VODs, bro, and like just do it myself because you can go back.
Yeah,
and-
doesn't it save it as a video in Twitch?
It's like a 30-second. It's 30 seconds to 1 minute video
that's
of your stream that
saved.
is something. It saves it. Like I could dead set get it up right now on my app and just show you, but like I won't do that. But you go on it, you hit clip section, and you search it and you clip what you want to clip on the video, and it's just like, yo, what RZ Slang just pulled SSR, like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's
and then you can just fucking do whatever you want with that.
Yeah,
You post it on
post
YouTube.
it, bro. And then there's a link that comes with it. So like, say for example,
And Instagram, you can put clips on Instagram too.
Exactly. Like, so with that, like, say for example, I post a clip, like I pull Jolter, right? You don't know who that is, but that's fine. I pull Jolter on FGO. Get the link, post on my Instagram, watch mad clip, or go and put I put it on my Discord a lot, actually, to be honest with you. And that's when you get the concurrent views. It's like now I've noticed as well in my VODs of like videos after you stream, they stay there for like about 2 weeks. I'm getting concurrently between 70 to 120 views after I stream, which still, they have to watch the ad, they have to like see it and go through like the advertisements and that, and you still get money for it, dude. Even though it's a little bit, it's not a lot. Like it's like a cent to bet.
Yeah.
But money's money.
Money's money, bro. You know exactly. Like
Because that's what I normally use Twitch for. I just watch VODs, bro. Because some people I like to watch, like podcasts and shit, are only on Twitch.
yeah.
So like I'd go on there every now and then and look for the VOD, but
Yeah, the VODs.
but I never really watch live people doing live shit. It's not
Yeah.
really my thing, I don't think.
I'm 100% sold, bro. That sounds fucking awesome. It
Yeah,
sounds.
dude, it is good.
I didn't know all that cool shit on Twitch,
Bro.
man.
That's why I was keen to
didn't
come
know-
here, dude, and just tell you.
Holy
It's worth it. It's definitely
It
worth
is so good, bro.
wow. Well, I'll be doing some research after this, man.
Oh, dude,
Fuck
and there's
yeah.
some channel people like you gotta do that one good like that. There's few good people. Like sometimes like I sit there, right? I remember this one time. I think Brad was a part of it. Brad and one other guy, some random dude, were like, "Let's have a sub war." And I'm like sitting there going, "What the fuck is this?" Like, you know. And then ding, and because like you have a little like on OBS, you can download your little gifs and that pop up. It's going boom, boom, gifted sub, and you're sitting there going like, "What the fuck?"
See, that's a good thing about having it like a close community is
Yeah.
that when you have your mates in there, sometimes they're just more willing to give you money.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I've donated quite a bit to you in streams
have,
too.
bro. And thank you for it, by the way.
Of
Jesus
course,
Christ.
bro. It's fun, man. Like
Yeah.
you donate, but I've never understood it. Like the bits and all that shit and subscribers. How does it work? So is a subscriber worth more than?
Oh,
Like I've never understood that. Do you get how that works?
I think I'm pretty sure from what.
Because that's how the money works, right?
So bits are like donations, but through Twitch. So say for example, right? So I can get like donos through a dono link, but that rarely happens because that's literally PayPal.
Just people clicking on
People
it.
click
and
on it
saying
and be like, "Here's $20, bro," and it comes up. But like when you do bits, you give the money to Twitch, and you can post the bits on any channel you want to, right? And it is like every single one bit is 1 cent. So let's say for example, I get 100 bits, right? That's $1. When we get a subs are $5 American, so $8.99 Australian. So let's say for example, I got one sub. As affiliate, you only get 50%. Unfortunately, you know, you don't get the
They
full
take
sub.
the other
They take
yeah.
the half, so it's 50-50. So you get $2.50 added on to your end of month revenue.
And so
That's just from a sub.
and you can
one
gift
subscriber.
subs too,
Holy
right?
fuck.
And if you give subs, like bro, that's what I'm saying. If you get a sub, bro, like fuck, that's expensive. You're not even paying for your own sub, bro. Like you're sitting there and you're
It gives it to someone
gives it
else.
to someone
eh?
else, bro. You being that's
cool.
so charitable, man. That's so kind, and like. Thank you to anyone who's gifted like subs on my channel. Like, gee, that's so like, it humbles me.
Wow, man, that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a
bro.
cool way to
It's
pay
so
people,
good,
eh?
bro.
Like
It's so good, bro.
So what? So example, let's say I put $100 into Twitch and I buy however many bits. Then with those bits, I can go on my favorite streamers and then give them bits.
Yeah.
And it comes up on stream.
Yeah.
So I've already given Twitch the money, but then Twitch gives the streamer
Money.
half of that money or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah, a percentage.
Okay, yeah,
that is cool.
that makes
Thing
sense.
is too though as well, like what I love about Twitch as well, like you invest in yourself. Like I invested in emotes, sub badges and that, and they're like cool anime emotes, you know. And like you like I got like hype emotes, you know, GG emotes, you know, all that stuff because that's what your subscribers pay for, literally, right? To use that not only in your stream but on other streams too. And it is so cool, bro.
So like streamers have their signature thing, and then if you go in another thing and use it, they know you watch that.
They
guy.
know you watch that guy, bro. Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking cool,
That's
man.
fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, 100%, bro.
I'm fucking sold, man.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
You heard it
really
here
good.
first. Friendly Fire's coming to Twitch, baby. Yeah. You heard it here first,
That's
man.
a good idea, but we'll do a Discord. We'll actually do
Yeah.
this. So if you
No,
like
no.
gaming, a lot of you probably do. We'll do it.
Yeah,
So
definitely,
stay tuned for that.
Well, that brings me back to what I wanted to speak about before about the anime thing, right? So as we were just saying, everybody loves gaming, right? But it seems that these days every motherfucker likes anime now.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember back in the day, no one liked anime.
Oh no, it was like a taboo, bro.
So why has it become so? I mean,
Because it's fucking
I'm
cool.
not gonna lie. Hey, look, it is cool, but there's a lot, especially girls. You see a lot of girls on Instagram and TikTok, and they cosplay and they do this and that. But you can tell a lot of them are just doing it to jump on the bandwagon.
Oh, yeah, no,
but like,
definitely.
Oh, this dude is hardcore. I've never even heard of shit that you're into.
like everyone loves anime, bro. So we got to get Callum back on with fucking Mikey or Brad because they're fucking like they watch that shit like as if they don't watch an anime a day, they'll die.
If you get me on with Brad, dead set. If you ever get me on with Brad Holloway, you're talking about, yeah?
No,
Adard.
He was
Adard
on
and Mike.
episode 2, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they watch that shit like as if it's a religion.
It is a really...
It is a religion, man.
Sorry. Yo,
Okay, wow.
some countries go to war for them fires, brother.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
You know, I've never really been that big into anime. Like I've wanted to. Like it's cool. Like I know like
Dylan,
a little bit.
Don't diss my
but-
wife right now, bro. Please.
Look, look, I've never been that big into it either, and it is cool. But the reason I got into it is because obviously my mates are talking about it that much to the point where like it got to the point where we were going out and all they were talking about was fucking anime.
Bro.
So obviously you want to jump in and be involved. So I was like, you know what,
definitely.
fuck these cunts. I'm gonna go watch something.
Yeah.
Just to be involved. And the first one I watched, first ever one I watched, which was a good starter. I watched, have you seen Arjun, Demi-Human?
No.
Okay. That was just a Netflix one.
Oh, no, that's on Netflix. Yeah,
Yes. But that was great. Yeah. I loved it. It's about the guy who, it's about people who they can't die. I mean, Arjuns are certain people, there's only like 100 of them or something in each country. They can't die.
Animes are cool as fuck,
obviously,
bro. That's so cool.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm holding myself back right now.
the people, like the anime stories are so much better than your average TV, right? Because it's out of the box thinking. So I watched that, loved it, fucking loved it. So I'm like, okay, cool. What's next? And then I went big. My second anime, bro, I went straight to Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
150 episodes, and still to this day, my favorite anime ever.
Oh, bro.
And I've only seen like 10 of them. But have you seen it?
I have watched that many fucking YouTube videos on like Gone and
But have you
Killua.
seen Hunter x Hunter?
No, but I haven't watched full episodes, bro. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, the niches, right, are the big three. And when I say big three, I'm not talking the concurrent big three right now in the 20s, right? I'm talking like back in the early 2000s, right? And if you're here right now, so the big three back in the day were One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. But Dragon Ball Z sat at the pinnacle. It is still number one, and it will
still
always
number
be
one.
number
yeah,
one,
that's
bro.
huge. It's
Yeah.
fucking so long, bro.
fucking
so
huge.
much Dragon Ball
Bro,
Z.
you say that, but One Piece is like, I think over got
oh, yeah,
like
One Piece
nearly
is longer.
1,000 episodes, bro. And the manga chapters are like 1,000. Like I don't even know how.
Yeah, One Piece is ridiculous. Like so,
the manga's huge, bro.
I'm pretty sure two of my mates, Brad and Diamond. I'm pretty sure Diamond watched all 900 episodes of One Piece in like three
Cooper
months.
has too. Cooper
In
Barrio has as well.
3 months.
Yeah.
So they were saying to catch up, to be up to date with One Piece, they were watching something stupid. It was like 15 episodes a day or something.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm talking while they're working,
That's
they
like
go
5
home,
hours
they were
dedication, dude.
full dedicated to it, and so they're up to date and shit. But
Yeah, man.
Wow.
like I said, like I've always like I haven't seen as many as my mates, but it is cool because just like I said, I'm very big into fantasy and shit that's not real.
Yeah,
I've
same.
always been into that. So anime
baby.
for me just like ticked every box.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. It was cool, but now it seems to me that everyone seems to like anime,
It's
including the girls.
getting more
dude.
common,
It
man.
is. It's part
Everyone.
of pop culture now too. When you think about it as well, especially what I've noticed is like there's so much manga, dude, and anime comes from manga. I have to reiterate that point, bro. So when I first realized, like, watched anime, I was reading manga, and the first manga I ever read was Bleach. And then when I found out it had an anime adaptation, I went, here we go,
Yeah.
right? And Jesus, it just did not just take off, you know. And then that's like Dragon Ball too. Like Dragon Ball, like if you watched the original Dragon Ball, it was not Dragon Ball Z. It's Dragon Ball.
It's just Dragon Ball.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Dragon Ball, dude. And like
Yeah.
it took like Akira Toriyama took it to a place where it will forever be the king.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, funny you say that. I started Dragon Ball again because like everyone loves Dragon Ball Z.
oh yeah,
right?
exactly.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So I started again with Dragon Ball, and
Yeah.
I've been slowly just munching through it.
Yeah.
And that's been pretty good. But then I ended up skipping Dragon Ball and starting from Dragon Ball Z because I wanted to kind of skip when Goku was like a kid.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just get back into it with Gohan and shit.
Yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
you know what? I watched like the first 15 episodes of Dragon Ball, and I was like, nah, fuck this. I want to see Goku as a grown up
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
so
yeah,
I fucked
yeah,
that off.
exactly.
And now I'm
I've
back
been
on
the
Dragon
same,
Ball Z.
bro.
Yeah. So that's been cool.
But you know what you should watch and that I think you would like, right? And this is one of my like I love Bleach, right? But it is like really really good. But I recommend anyone, right? If you like fantasy, especially if you like history, right? Do any of you like history?
Yeah, I'm fuck
Yeah,
with
yeah.
history.
All right, sweet. So let me just tell you about Fate, one of my favorite anime like series, right? And it's about the Holy Grail, King Arthur, you know, Gilgamesh and all that stuff. And it's like
Wait, yeah.
brings that all to life. I want you to think of a hero. Even Napoleon's in there.
Holy shit.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Like they gender bent King Arthur to like a girl, a wife.
Like, see, man, that's
Who
crazy.
like bro Nasu, dude.
The
Shout out to
Japanese,
Nasu,
the
bro. Like, how do you
Japanese,
do
bro.
that?
The Japanese
it,
are
bro.
nuts, man.
Before I continue, anyway, too, I want to do a shout out to Mr. Meagley. He's been on 2 times now. Very good friend. Him and he's actually been doing podcasting way before FireCast for like 5 years, I think, or 5 or 6 years. And he's had a Super Coach podcast, which our overseas fans aren't going to understand what this is, but it's rugby league. And rugby, it's our biggest sport here in Australia, and everybody watches it,
Yeah.
loves it. Right?
Everyone loves it.
It's literally the only thing we do here in
Except
Australia.
me.
It's just fucking drink beer and play rugby.
Yep.
So they've got like a fantasy thing to it. It's called what's it called? Super Coach, where it's like fantasy football. You pick your team, you pick players from different teams that make your dream team, and then they play against each other and shit like that. And yeah, they've got their fucking first sponsor. It's a betting agency. I can't remember what it's called. It's very similar to Sportsbet. So congrats on him and B-Sabs for that, man.
That's awesome, man.
That's very, very fucking cool, man, that they've got that. Yeah, so anyway, so anime. Have you always been into anime?
I've ever since I was like
Always.
14, 15, yeah.
Okay.
Reading
So
manga.
you're one of the OGs who've been doing it.
Oh,
like I said,
100%,
not
bro.
okay. Because there's a lot of people who are just jumping on the bandwagon recently. It's
Oh,
like,
definitely.
you know, fucking Demon Slayer, yay! Like, you know,
Demon
what I mean?
Slayer is
Like,
so good though.
It is good. It is good, but it's a very
Tanjiro. Oh, have you watched the movie yet, bro?
yeah. Fuck
Oh,
yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. What do you mean, man?
I watched it in the cinemas, right? I
Yeah.
just sat there and meeting Cooper, right? We're like sitting there. I cried.
Yeah. I literally
Fuck no! It didn't.
I cried.
It didn't just happened, bro.
I cried. Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Anime is the only fucking thing in the world where the mainstream is good.
Yeah, it's
How-
concurrent too.
How
like,
weird
fuck.
is that?
That
eh?
is so true. That is
man.
so true.
A mainstream anime, you know it's good,
Oh,
but
100%.
anything else that's mainstream, especially music, is shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's the
understand.
communities, man.
is, I
It's
don't get it,
the,
man.
the more niche thing, man,
get
everyone's
it.
just united and they got good
Exactly.
taste.
And the thing is too, like I feel for me, right, as a younger man, when I was a teenager, right, I was going through like stuff, you know. I watched Dragon Ball, watched Bleach, read the Bleach manga, and I just was like, as a spiritual person, I'm like, yo, Ichigo Kurosaki's a Soul Reaper? Like, what the fuck is that? Death God in Japanese, right? Shinigami, whatever you want to call it. It's like, what? And then they're like, the Zanpakutos are their power and all that stuff. Like, you sit there and you go, what? This is so cool. Imagine, like, who the fuck, right? I'm going to put this out there to any Dragon Ball fans especially, right? Who the fuck has not tried to go Super Saiyan or do a Kamehameha just out of sheer spite, man? Like,
when you're a kid.
like Brad Holloway, if he watches this, bro, he'll know.
Bro, I'll be shooting fucking Hadoukens at Rose all the time. Tatsumaki Senpuku.
Bankai. Oh shit, man, it's so good. Sorry,
Fuck yeah, bro. So you're a spiritual person?
I am definitely.
Okay, that's cool.
I had a
Interesting.
freaking psychic reading today. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about that.
Yeah, man.
So you had a psychic.
Yep.
What'd they say?
Very mixed stuff. It was Very personal.
Yeah, it was pretty personal,
Yeah, it
wasn't
was
it?
actually,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
especially about my love life. That's why I kind of went
Wow.
there. Especially, yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have
No,
to say it.
you know, I
what
don't
mean?
mind. I
don't
personally
say
don't
everything.
mind. Yeah, I'm
but
not gonna
like,
say anything.
I've always wanted to see a psychic, but I'm also kind of scared on what they're going to tell me.
I went to one too the other week. Went to the Mind Body Spirit Festival with Rose.
Okay, what they say to you?
It was, it was hit and miss, bro. You know me, Rose and I are big into this shit. But
Yeah.
I thought it was hit and miss. You kind of, they just tell you shit like
You got a lot of them are grasping at straws.
Yeah,
like they're just
yeah.
saying shit that everyone goes through. Like, oh, you're having a rough time at work.
But
And then
but
it's-
she was like, you could usually tell a good psychic.
Oh, yeah.
especially with Rose, bro. Rose is one herself almost.
The thing about the psychic I seen today too, right? And this is when you know.
You saw it today.
I saw it today.
Holy
right?
fuck,
So I just
okay.
came back from this, by the way.
Oh
right?
wow. Okay.
So-
Interesting.
The accuracy of the stuff they're saying, right? Especially when tarot card reading, I feel as if tarot cards can be interpreted very interestingly. And when you are a psychic or a medium or a person who has like the potential to read certain cards, especially with the energy of the person you are interviewing or interviewee, whatever, the client or whatever you want to call them, it is really personal, but getting accurate. Like say for example, like she said that this psychic lady said something to me about something very personal, and it was so accurate. I sat down and said, I can't say anything because I want her to divulge more about the future, because it is like a clairvoyancy in a way that you're getting like not clarity, but like you want to know a little bit of where you should go, right?
Guidance.
100% guidance, exactly. Thank you, Dylan. And when they get that accuracy, you sit there and go, oh, this person doesn't even fucking know me.
Yeah.
And they've said something that has been so prevalent in my life,
Yeah.
something that I'm feeling.
They pick up energies, bro.
They
It's
do,
real
bro.
shit.
Energy's
So,
real.
so you're saying your psychic today was like spot on.
Very, very accurate, bro.
Wow,
Yeah.
man. Where was this at?
This was at Penrith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, I've been meaning to go see one for a while, man.
If you want any clarity around anything, dude, especially emotion, I feel as if we're very emotional beings, human beings, and like on a note, especially like if you're going through emotional stuff, right? Something impacted you, and you want like some sort of clarity. It might not be 100%. You never know. Some sort of fortune, some sort of clairvoyant, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like divine intervention, right? It is a very good platform in which you can see yourself attaining a goal that you didn't think was real, but then you have someone else telling you it's real.
Reassurance.
It's manifestation, actually. It is a form of manifestation. I believe manifestation. Me and Dylan definitely
yeah.
do, right? 110%.
Always.
Oh, bro, it's so good, man. I manifest.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, bro.
It's working. It's working. Like,
bro, it does.
you're
man.
saying is working for you too. And
Yeah.
even if you're not like actually practicing full manifestation techniques, which I picked up meditating. I meditate every
Bro,
day.
let's
I've been
go.
meditating.
Yeah, 100%, dude. You know,
It is so good, man.
those Eastern philosophies right, are actually so prevalent in psychology, especially, I want to say this as well, anyone who studies psych, they'll understand this as well, especially in the American aspect. The DSM-5 is the current diagnosis manual we use to diagnose mental illness. And one of the interventions to use, especially with certain mental health conditions, you know, exorcisms are in the DSM-5.
Really?
It's
Yep,
like
holy
Catholic exorcisms are identified as a mental health intervention for certain people if they are willing to undergo it for mental health issues.
that is weird.
Shit.
Right?
And that's literally in your manuals that you're studying.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
that is in the DSM-5. Maybe the DSM-4, I can't remember. It might be outdated now. I don't know, especially with the current climate, especially around certain aspects of our life right now that's extremely prevalent, especially with like, I'm not going to go into that.
All
but
the
like,
shit going on.
yeah. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's either DSM-4 or DSM-5. At one point, it was a manual, like a thing.
Like real medicine.
An intervention in a psychological aspect, whereas if it can have facilitates a client to feel better.
So it actually works.
Well, yeah, man, spirituality, man, it's real.
Wow. So wait. So you're saying? I feel like back in the day this would have been big too. So if
was,
someone's
yeah.
like saying, I don't know, say fucking Sharon from down the road's gone Burko, they'd do an exorcism on her, and sometimes it can actually make them feel better, but that's
Yeah.
just like a mental thing.
It is a mental
They're,
thing because
they're literally they trick themselves into thinking that they're better, and it works.
Like a placebo.
yeah, exactly.
Like a placebo. Yeah, exactly. Like the placebo
The
effect.
placebo
yeah,
is a big thing too, and I feel as if depending on certain mental illnesses, especially like anxiety, and depression, that is a avenue in which it's self-doubt and fear being so bad that's debilitating you in your realistic life. And in order to do such a thing, it's not, I want to say this before, like we continue, it's not a like massive thing. It's not the intervention to go through. It is an aspect of intervention that could be useful for a niche type of people, a very
Right.
small percentage of people, especially in the Catholic community. But even Buddhism right now, right? Eastern philosophies have never been more prevalent than they have been now. And mindfulness, especially in a psychological aspect, is extremely useful for facilitating change.
I fuck with that shit, bro.
Right.
Lately, I've read. I don't read. In the past, like 3 weeks, I've read like 3 books, spiritual, like, and it's changed my life, bro.
Really, man?
I'm gonna give them to you.
Yeah, please.
Seriously,
Yeah, please,
it's
bro.
changed my. I meditate.
Meditation.
It
works,
dude,
man.
it's changed my life, man. It's about getting out of your own head, and it's like unlocking powers, bro. It's
bro.
like unlocking superpowers. Live in eternal joy.
Yeah, and
Forever.
understanding your own ego too. I believe it's especially as human beings, and our psyche, especially different from other animals, especially on a scientific sense. We're very egotistical, and we're very trapped between the id and the superego. And I don't know if you guys know this in a psychological aspect, but like the id is like our humane like instincts, but the superego is the social acceptance of like certain things you should do in your life. So, say for example, like your ego is you making that choice between the two. Sometimes it isn't like that, but sometimes most of like 80% of the time it is. And when you're in that aspect, it's like, do I do this socially? Like, say for example, like you got a chick, right? And she exes like your not your ex, sorry, your mate's ex, right? This is a situation I'll put you all in, right?
Yep.
It's your mate's ex, and you know they're still not over them, but you were like, I'm so attracted to you, and I just want to like do this with you, right?
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
id's going, sex is too much of an important thing, mate, right? But your super ego's going in a social aspect. How dare you betray one person who hasn't
mate.
betrayed you before, and they are your friend? That is it. That is the
Wow.
complex, right? And that
So it's like animal brain versus your actual personality that you
Exactly.
put out to other people.
Exactly,
And
bro.
that's what a lot of these books
man.
are about, man.
Wow.
They are, bro.
I never thought of it like that, bro.
Even the
Okay.
dark side of your ego, bro. Like I've noticed so much shit, especially recently, man. Like the dark side, like not alter. I won't use alter because alter egos are very interesting, that, but it's associated with certain mental illnesses. You see the bad, not the bad, but like the negatively aspect. Like say for like not a lot of men, but a lot of people, like possession, right? Like being possessive of a partner, that comes from untrust
Yeah, that's a big.
and like lack of self-confidence. But you don't realize that
Self-confidence.
until your partner resists that. Why don't you trust me? That's your B. But then you
Wow.
don't go through it. Like you're like, what the fuck? No,
yeah,
you just
fuck yeah, bro. That's a big thing for
It
men,
is, bro.
though.
It is.
Men
It is
can be
massive.
very
They got
possessive.
big egos, bro.
We do,
Men-
bro. We do.
Men, for
Subject,
some
bro.
reason, men think,
Peanut brains.
Yeah, we think we have to like. That's mine. This is mine. That's mine.
It is.
She's mine. Her.
Everything's
mine.
subjective,
Mine.
man.
Everything's got to be like.
I'm the
Like,
king.
yeah.
I'm the fucking
Mainly
This is
egos,
my
bro,
jungle.
you know, 100%, and that's fucking so prevalent in this day and age as well, because we have the means to make ourselves like think like some kings back in the day, right? 2,000 years ago, right? Would come into our room, right? Your room right now that you're in, right? Say for example, anyone who's watching this, you're in a room right now, full of stuff like we amongst computers and like tools. Any king from back 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, even would have been like, this is what I had, and I'm rich. But now we are modern, real, like middle class people, us right now in this room, and I'm sitting there, and this is normal. But a king 5,000 years ago would come in and be like, I'm surrounded by like divine instruments and shit. Like that stuff right there. That's when you get the aspect of where technology has advanced so far to a point where we're amongst treasures, but we don't even know it because it's so normal.
That's why people take it for granted, bro.
It is
People take shit
oh,
for
bro,
granted. Their
exactly.
egos grow.
Dylan, we got to start. You and I got to start psychotherapy. Together, bro. So
Okay. Wow. So in your for your studies, right? At the moment, how far into your studies are you?
I'm nearly finished.
You're nearly finished.
Yeah.
How many years have you been doing it?
4.
Holy fuck, bro. Okay. So have they ever made you work with someone who's mentally sick? Or no? Is it a lot of prac work? Like
Bro.
a lot of reading and
Currently, I'm at work placement. Right.
Holy
and
fuck,
it is so
okay.
interesting. I love. I obviously I can't confidentiality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
breach.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't breach it. But I'm currently working at a rehabilitation center for alcohol and drugs.
oh wow.
And
How was that?
It's a men's center too, right?
Oh no.
I've never. You know what's funny? Because I didn't realize narcissism was a thing, right? Because I've never dealt with narcissistic people in my life, especially amongst my friends. As Dylan would know, I highly doubt there's any one of our friends who is narcissistic.
Oh,
No way.
There's
Nah,
because
a couple.
let's be honest. No, no,
There's a couple.
But not extreme though.
No.
Not extreme.
Hold on. Yes, right. Every single human has their toxic traits.
Oh, definitely.
And every single one of us can be a little bit narcissistic,
you
right?
have to be. It's called self-preservation.
Everyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
But there are some people out there
There are.
who are literally narcissists and they don't know it.
They don't know it, bro. And
And they are doing real shit to the point where like these they don't have any. It's always the people that are always jumping from friend group.
100%, bro. And it's like when I realized when I went into my workplace, right, I love it. I love it to death. Right? And I sit there and I go, oh, I'm you know when you're in your place.
Yeah.
You're calling.
You're calling. Yes, bro. I'm vibing right now.
That's what
dude.
I'm here
Yeah,
for, bro.
100%. Yeah, it is exactly. It is your calling, and you sit there and you go, holy crap, and then you, because in psychology, if anyone studies it, like you're gonna have a bad client.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Every now and then, not all bad clients are bad, but the shit they're dealing with has.
Fuck them.
I
Yeah.
do
They're there for a
believe, especially with human beings, we can become very twisted depending on the environment.
100%. I believe that too, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's people out there that don't believe it.
Then-
But
yeah.
I'm sorry to say, if you grow up, let's just example. I always go back to America because America's fucked, right? They are-
It is anarchy.
They need to be saved, and I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. I know I've got a lot of American fans, but most of them have told
Agree.
me they agree.
Yep.
They're fucked beyond. Like they need to be saved, or they're fucked.
Yeah, man.
Right. But I always refer back to America, right? So example, I don't know, the Bronx, the projects, the hood. Mm-hmm. If you're fucking example, if I was born right I don't fucking know, bro. Western Sydney, maybe like Mount Druitt, 2002, where motherfucker, like, and I'm born there. I don't have any parents. I don't know. My older brother's raising me. I live in housing commission, and my older brother, to feed me, he's got to go out stealing, bashing people, stealing cars,
Lesser
and shit
evil.
like that. But he's literally doing that to survive, to feed me, and then I grow up, and he doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
I don't got a job. So what am I gonna fucking do?
You know what that's called?
The first thing I'm gonna do is go out and try to rob some cunt for
Bro.
$50.
That's all you know.
Yeah, that literally what you just said right there is intergenerational trauma.
Yes.
Intergenerational
Yeah.
trauma.
I believe that. Yes, okay, you can make that choice. I could then sit and go, nah, hold on. I need to change this to save us.
Yeah.
I'm going to go study and be a fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the first and easiest thing, because every human, we have that survival instinct. When something starts to go sour or not in our way, we all have that survival mode.
Fight or flight, bro.
Exactly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn 14 and fucking go, okay, now fuck this. We need to eat tonight.
Yeah,
I'm going to
bro.
go to the fucking Westfields and rob some cunt.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That's obviously the easiest way out and the first thing they're going to think of because that's all they've been around. So I 100%,
all they know.
Yeah,
I
that's all they
believe
know,
that,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that. So with your, like I said, you don't have to reveal everything because of your work and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
have you literally worked with clients that literally like they're just beyond saving kind of thing?
No, oh no, I don't. I truly do not believe anyone's beyond saving. I do.
Wow. Okay.
However, it's a choice, man.
Wow.
Right, therapy is a choice. Right,
You got to want it.
you have to want it. You have to want to change, and not a lot of people. Like say, I have some clients who are there because of their kids and their wives and their partners, their spouses, their family, right? And it's so difficult because that is the foundation. And that foundation ever gets fucking shit on or like destroyed in a way it cannot come back, then it's hard to facilitate change because why? Why it gets brought up? Like, what am I doing? Well, my wife wants to divorce me. In a rehab. Why? Fuck, self-medicating with marijuana, cocaine, whatever you like. Pick your niche, bro. Like, it's when the why pops back in and your reason for being there or reason to facilitate your own change for a greater good gets shattered. That is the hardest point in a therapist's like situation to try and help a client because it isn't us. We walk the path with them, like kind of like holding their hands, but like the choices are theirs. It's their ego. It's their situation. You have to be an empath and empathize with their situation, but you cannot live it, right? Because that leads to like a lot of different other stuff, especially for a therapist.
You can only guide them, and they
guide
have
them,
to pick
man.
up the pieces,
Pick up
man.
the pieces,
they have
man.
to pick
It
up
is
the
their
pieces.
life, bro. And it's so hard, especially like, oh, dude,
I can imagine.
it's difficult, man. But it's so rewarding when you see that
Yeah.
transformation,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
It makes,
fuck yeah.
It's such a positive elation that I can't even like, describe.
That's awesome.
So what's your end goal with the psychology? Do you want to be a full-on therapist where you do like the one-on-one sessions and people fully confide in you? Is that your end goal?
Definitely. I want to be psychiatry is my end goal, but I'm too young at the minute. 22, I feel, as if especially you want to be a psychiatrist, I think no one will take it seriously, and I do believe less life experience is not good. I do
Yeah,
believe I need to travel
that's
more,
true.
especially like when I started counseling psychology. Like, it's so good because you can work in a niche. Like, I wanted to do school counseling primarily, but right now I'm doing work placement in a rehab, and it's really, really good because I know how to work with it's making me know how to work with like older and younger men, right? And I still do want to work with youth. And as soon as I get those 5 or 6 years of experience, then I'll realize where I need to be.
And you can kind of change from there. See what vibes of it.
Exactly, dude. Because you know what? It's funny because when I say that, I know in my head, especially after the studies I've done, children, especially in the adolescence is identity building, right? Time. So that is a big thing, and a lot of trauma gets brought up when they're in the younger, especially like developmental theory and shit. You understand like what points of someone's life pop up again. Like if they're a baby and haven't got a good mum, it's called the yummy mummy theory. If your like mum isn't like present or has like good milk, then you're already susceptible to certain mental illnesses.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
That's scientifically proven.
Holy
right?
fuck.
And,
really?
It is, bro. It is, bro. It's called yummy mummy theory. I think it's still new, but so don't quote me on everything I say right now. It's something I learned recently.
Do your own research, people.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Never fucking debate it as well. I might be wrong. You never know. But
wow, man.
What I love about having therapeutic integration with adults, right? Because it is the most difficult. Because the older you are, the harder it is to break any habit.
Patterns. Yeah.
Or any old pattern, bro. Especially coping mechanisms. So let's say, for example, I spoke about the ego before. The ego is so... what's the word I'm looking for? Fickle, right? It changes and drops depending on the coping mechanism you need to use to live, because that's the only way you know how to live. So let's say we're talking about thievery before. All I know how to obtain any sort of currency or any ways or means of living, not only for myself, but my family, is to thieve and rob from others. That is such a negative mindset, right? But to change that is something beautiful as well. But it's so difficult because the older they are, the harder it is because they've done it for so long.
Yeah.
Right? It's fucking difficult, bro.
Well, you always hear the stories of people who go to rehab for however many years, and then they finally leave and they do great for the first 2 months, and then they're back on the corner fucking shooting up heroin or something.
It's hard. It's a hard journey, man.
It is, dude. And relapse prevention is very, very prevalent, especially where I work. It's like it's known, it's okay. Like you relapsed. How long did you go? Right? Let's say, for example, I'm talking to a client. I relapsed on the weekend, Cal. What'd you do? Did a line of cocaine. All right, bro. How long were you sober for? 2 months. Righto. Let's aim for another month. And you know what? I understand, because some people go to rehab and then go back into the environment they were at before, which enabled them to do a drug.
Yeah.
Right? So it's hard because it's control at that point. Right? And
Willpower.
it is willpower, because you have so many other personalities involved, especially in an environment where you cannot control, because it's not a variable at that point. If you're in a rehabilitation, right, it's variable. Like, you're in a controlled environment. When you're in the real world, you're not in a controlled environment. You go back to a trade, right? Or you go back, not a trade, sorry, forgive me. But like you go to like the house you were at before with the family.
And they're all still getting off their guts and shit.
They're all just snort and racket, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck.
Yeah, of course.
You're more like, you're 70% more likely to be susceptible to the peer pressure.
Peer
Of course,
pressure.
bro.
But then in saying that too, it could be for anyone. Obviously, it's going to be hard, especially if someone's got nowhere to go. But that client, he could then leave the rehab or whatever.
Yeah.
And then obviously the first thing he would have to think about is, okay, I don't want to go back there because I know what they're going to be doing and what it's going to make me want to do. So obviously I know it's hard and I can't say shit because I'm not fucking a fucking heroin addict or whatever. But let's just say that person leaves a rehab. The first thing he should be thinking about, if he was serious, would be, okay, I can't go there.
Yeah.
Even if it's I've got nowhere else to go.
Yep.
And that could be something they could talk to you about.
Exactly.
Okay, hey Cal, I've got nowhere to fucking go, bro. What do I do?
But a good rehab as well, by the way. I just want to put
Can
this out there.
provide for that person?
Yeah, no, definitely.
There you
Therapy is an aspect of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation in itself, right, is soberness, right? Being without it and knowing you can function without it, right? Because a lot of people as well, I got to put this out there, self-medicate, right? Because they don't realize they have actual like disabilities, right? Like say, for example, you're suffering from ADHD and you haven't even been diagnosed with it and you're self-medicating with marijuana. That's fucking a perfectly fine reason. Right? Well, it's not a perfectly fine reason. Don't ever take that from me again. But like, but it's understandable because you're sat there and you're just going, fuck, But my attention span is good, but then you like that, it's very controversial what I'm saying, right? But like that is, I get it because it's the only way you've been able to fucking function
Right.
for a certain percentage of your life with a mental ailment, not an ailment, all right, with an ailment that has stopped you from growing, right, mentally, okay?
Yep.
And
I'm live, by the way, too, boys.
Oh, yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yo, sheesh.
Kicking poor connection. Hold on a second, boys. Let me know.
It's all good.
Yeah, keep going, bro.
Yeah, but but being and what rehab does, it facilitates like growth. Like we do courses in AOD and life skills. Like you leave there, you can learn a trade.
Oh, through the
Bro. It's so inclusive.
That's
like,
good.
It's the controlled environment.
So the rehab can
Provide.
So is this choice of the client though?
Yeah,
the client has to say, okay,
exactly,
look,
exactly. It comes
I
down
know.
to choice, bro. Yeah.
So the rehab can't get a person and go, okay, look, you're doing really well, but we kind of know once you leave, you're fucked.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep you here and give you a job as a plumber.
No. So what happens
It's
is
all-
you learn life skills, bro. Like you have to
Okay.
because that's what therapy is, man.
With psychology, right? Any parents that were doing it, any family members, or is this your own complete thing? I'm pretty sure you're saying you're the only one in your family that ever went to uni or
Yeah.
ever completed uni.
Yeah, completed. I think my mum did something, but I can't remember now at the minute. But yeah, so far, especially in a science field, and it's hard. It's hard to say this because, like,
Yep.
you know, I haven't like my parents and other people before me haven't had the opportunity, especially in their current situations, like to go to uni where I did, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, I am probably the only one.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you're definitely the only one doing psychology. And was that what sparked that interest? You said you wanted to help people.
Yeah,
Does it all start just from that?
it did. I'm an interpersonal person. I feel as if you have to be an empath to do psych.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to be able to empathize, but you cannot do it. Then you can't put the boots on and walk in the person's shoes and understand,
Okay.
like, you know, the story, because it is a narrative, bro. It's like how like, hearing that story and being a part of it is so lovely and genuine, but like helping them in it as well is like something that only certain people can do.
Fucking hope it's not
Yeah,
for everyone.
No, it isn't.
Definitely. Yeah, not everyone can help others,
Yeah.
right? Because there's like we were saying before, people with the ego, there's a
lot of them.
this is one of my number one pet hates, right, about humans and why I hate most people is, you know, not at this current job. This current job's been fucking awesome. I work with one of the best people, like the best crews I've ever worked with, and that's no cap, right? But in previous jobs, my pet hate was when, you know, when you speak to someone,
Yeah.
right? When someone speaks to me, I'm listening
Yeah.
to what they're saying,
Yeah.
right? I take it in, I think about it, and I respond. But you know those people where, especially, it always seemed to be at work. It's probably because you don't really know the people so well.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that feeling when you're talking, they're just not giving a fuck, or they give it's going right above their heads, but yet they want to tell you every little story that happened to them on the weekend,
Yeah.
and they're always blabbing on and yapping on.
bro.
But when you say something, it's like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I did this and this and this and this, and then
Yeah,
you say
man.
something. Oh, okay, yeah, that's all right.
People are the only characters in their own movie. That's it. They're going through life. They only give a fuck about themselves.
Bro.
Whether they know it or not. And you might not be conscious of it. But fuck, man, some of you people need to listen to other people.
Yeah, yeah.
Being an active listener, fam, like
It's such an important skill.
it's so important, dude. And reciprocating like a feeling as well. I feel we are emotional beings.
Yeah,
And being able to reciprocate something is the literal core aspect
Yeah,
of
yeah.
certain relationships, especially when it comes to love, man.
yeah. And because, well, let's be honest, if someone does get themselves in that situation where they go to a rehab, right, and they're looking for people like you to help them,
Yeah.
that's because they, at that point in someone's life, I feel like all they've got left is now for someone else to listen to them and help them. That's all they've got left to help themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you, I mean, it might just be like work experience or whatever, but have you got that yet where you got to that point where this person's literally going, Callan, man, like you're my last fucking hope?
Well, I think going through something such as rehabilitation is the last hope. I believe having a therapeutic opportunity is a part of it, but I do believe the sobriety of it, especially when it comes to drugs and alcohol, is coming from a place where a literal substance has become like a deity in your life, a dependency, a codependency, and a a vice,
Yeah.
right? Everyone has a vice. Right?
Alcohol is some wild shit, man.
Alcohol, you don't realize some alcohol can consume some people,
It is,
man.
bro. It's-
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's bigger than any drug. I think
It is. Well,
is
it's a drug,
alcohol.
dude.
It is.
It's a drug,
Well, of
man.
course it's a drug, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
what people consider drugs.
Oh, exactly. You know, and when you think about it too, especially when you have dealing with certain aspects of your life, how good is it, right? This is what a mindset, by the way. This is not like you should think, but like when you have the opportunity to feel not the sadness, nor the anger, nor the hatred, and through a substance you can do that through something that's obtainable, right? It's like obtained happiness. However, it isn't real happiness because you haven't created it yourself. You've obtained it in your environment, and it isn't actually good for you. Especially when it comes to the chemical. The chemical, if you're doing cocaine, MDMA, any drug that is able to hit the hippocampus and be like, here, dopamine, euphoria, right? It's a chemical imbalance. That's why you have a come down.
It's artificial happiness,
So it's
man.
not. So it's not
bro.
meant to be happening.
No.
But there isn't. What's that thing? Serotonin.
Yes.
That's already in our brains naturally.
Yes.
Yeah, you
So
get it when you eat
both-
chocolate, get a hug,
Chocolate.
all that shit.
Both serotonin and dopamine are a neurochemical. Sorry, of the in the there chemicals in our brain, right? So they're chemicals they're neurotransmitters, right?
But they can be. But they're enhanced majorly by
Oh,
certain
dude.
drugs and shit. Eh?
Dude,
That's
you
what.
do-
That's
you do-
why you get the come down
Yeah,
because
exactly, because you've been imbalanced to the point
there's
where
too much of it
it's
in
been
your brain.
flooded.
You've run out of supply.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's
yep.
why addiction is so prevalent, because if you've been doing it for so long, right? Your brain, right? This is what happens: is that the brain is a very, very powerful. It is the thing, bro. Never forget this, right? When you do a substance for too long, right? Your brain goes, you know what? I can reserve this energy or this task and not produce this chemical as frequently because it's coming from an outside source frequently. So let's say, for example, you're addicted to fucking cocaine, right? You are constantly flooding your brain with dopamine. Your brain is like, you've been doing it for years. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stop the natural supply of dopamine. So when you go to sobriety, that's why people get fried, right? When you see certain people who have done it for so long and they do have their fried brains because they cannot naturally produce dopamine. I found out as well, like one of a person I was talking to the other day, he was telling me he was addicted to a whole bunch of drugs and he cannot naturally produce hormones anymore in his brain.
Holy
He has
fuck.
to, for the rest of his life, has to go and get hormone treatment.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man, it is. It's
And that's just from substance abuse.
yeah, from substance
Holy
abuse, man.
shit.
It is so it's crazy.
But we're talking about people who do it like every day.
Yeah, man.
Like they're like fully addicted.
Yeah, that's
then it gets to
addiction.
that point. It gets to that point where their bodies just can't be saved from it anymore.
Yeah, but
Or-
it's still possible. Nothing's
Takes a
not-
lot of work.
it
They
takes a
can
lot
be
of work,
saved,
bro.
but it takes many years as
You
well.
use the external, so it's going to take the external at one point.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow, man, that is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
That is absolutely crazy.
Mm.
Okay, we'll go off topic for a bit. DZ, you said you had a question, yeah?
Yeah. Callan and I have been friends for a little while now.
I reckon it's like
Not too long.
It's been
Not,
like at least 2 years.
at least 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
And we hit it off pretty much straight away.
100%.
But the one thing I loved instantly about Callan, the most polite person I've ever met.
I appreciate
Straight away. And every time we go out and Callan meets new people, they fall in love with Callan first because of how nice he is. He's such a polite guy, and you're very smart, you're very intelligent.
Oh, man.
And one thing that I've
Thank
always
you.
admired about you is your attitude, man.
Yeah.
And I want to know, you're such a positive guy. What keeps you, how do you do that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you uplift everyone so much in every circle you're in? You know what I mean? How do you just keep that vibe up, bro?
it's
Have you always been like that? Like in your
No.
family, like the life of the party?
No, dude, I used to be like so secluded, very emo. Well, I used to be a massive. I still listen like to certain emo death metal and metal and that. I love that. That's my niche, especially with music. But I used to not be as interpersonal as I am now as an adult, especially when I was a teenager. I think, especially with going through some of the shit in my life, that was so impactful. That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what you've gone through in your life, man, you can always be different, right? Because it happened to me. I never was this person who was like, charismatic, or what I've been told I was. I don't think of myself as charismatic, especially with like the
You are. You definitely are,
Yeah,
bro.
I appreciate
Especially in a
that.
social environment, in a social party.
Thank you,
for
dude.
sure, bro.
Thank you. But it's taken pain, a lot of pain and not suffering, but a lot of stuff that happened in my life that made me realize that life is a opportunity in which, you know, you are the creator.
Of your own, this is spiritual shit, bro. You're the artist of your own life, man. Whatever you imagine.
You paint the picture, bro.
And so, would you say that because you went through some shit growing up, you realize that everyone's, you know, if you can help someone else, you know, feel good about themselves, that makes you feel good.
It makes me feel fantastic. It's funny. I can't even put words to it sometimes. Like, I sit there and I go, like, what is this feeling?
I think it's because you feel more connected to these people, man, and you can kind of see yourself in them, man. And, you know, we're all the same under that shit, bro.
Exactly. But when you think about it, connection is in every single aspect of life, man. We have a connection right now doing this podcast.
For sure.
Exactly. Like, we have a connection.
Energy, man. Energy.
Exactly, dude. You spout it and spit it, bro. Like, it's fucking real, man.
You got to read these books, bro.
Yeah, dude,
it'll change your life.
It is,
I
bro.
promise you.
Everything's a relationship too.
Give me the book.
It'll change your life, bro. All this stuff, man. Eckhart Tolle, fucking Rhonda Byrne. I read all those books, bro.
Give them to me, man.
There's a thing on Netflix that I watched the other night by Rhonda Byrne called The Secret, and it's about law of attraction and manifestation.
Yes.
And that's how it kind of got more mainstream because everyone saw it on Netflix.
Okay.
And the shit, I saw a clip the other day of Logan Paul talking about it. Logan Paul says when he was in high school, he used to look at himself in the mirror and say his goals 10 times, and he'd walk around school. He had no idea how it happened, but he always thought, I'm going to be more successful than all these people.
Yeah, 100%.
And then it works, man.
Works, bro.
That's a trippy thing, man, because that's what happens to me.
It works, bro.
Like,
from a psychological standpoint, sorry to cut you off, Iggy.
no, that's fine, bro.
It is, you at the opportunity, right, with manifestation, I feel especially, right, you've allowed yourself to, it's like a miracle question in solution-focused brief therapy, right? You've allowed yourself to see something which is real, in reality. It can happen, because I highly doubt, like, if you're sitting there going, I'm manifesting a Range Rover, right? Sorry, Kira, by the way, it's my sister I'm talking to. Manifest a Range Rover, that's unrealistic. If you can realistically, I want a God or whatever, who we believe in, right? Like, a God to just allow me, or allow myself to be happy today. Mm-hmm. You've implied already that this happiness, the happy opportunity is already capable of happening, bro. Right? So it is the mindset and the choice.
You're a magnet, man.
You're a magnet, brother.
Fuck yeah. Like, I didn't even know you knew. I didn't even know before that you were into.
It's. I think, and it's true with law of attraction. I think the one thing I took from that as well is you attract what you fear.
Yeah, that too. You gotta conquer. That's why these books are good, man. They teach you not to be your thoughts. You're not your thoughts, man.
100%, dude. It's like, say for example, like the one thing I fear, especially in my life, is being like not finding a partner or not finding love. But because of that, I know I've been through toxic relationships, because as soon as I see an opportunity for love, I took it, even though it's not the right person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think like that. I do think that's real. Mm-hmm. And holy crap! But if you do your own stuff and see a person who can support you doing your own stuff, and you see them and you can support them doing their own stuff, that is that's the foundation.
Bro, right? the other day, I've manifested money always, just living. I follow on Instagram all these mansion pages, and every time I see them, I picture myself. I can see myself, my hands.
That's the fuck.
But and the other day, I've been manifesting money, and all of a sudden, I went to go get my tire fixed at a tire shop. And they're doing my tire, and the manager of the shop comes out and goes, "Have you ever thought about selling this?" I'm like, "Oh, never." He's like, "I'll give you $2.5 grand right now
for the car."
Yeah, for the car. He wanted to do it.
Bullshit. Really?
I don't have a car. I'm driving Rose's car.
Oh, you sold it?
I sold it. Yeah, my wife came and helped me as well.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, I sold my car $2.5 grand.
Wow, cash.
I paid $2 grand for it too. We got it for $2 grand. It has dents in it. It's all fucked up.
You've already a car depreciates too. Like, put that into perspective as well. A car depreciates as soon as you drive it out of any dealership, as soon as you drive it away from any deal in general, and you've just made $500 off it.
I would have never sold that thing.
No way. Oh my god!
Someone would have lowballed you, bro.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
So instead of fixing just the tire, he's just bought the car off you.
He wanted a courtesy car for his customers, and he thought it would be a good car. He could fix it up.
Holy shit.
I'm still writing in that book every day. I would talk about I haven't missed a day, man.
I've been journaling too, actually.
Shit works, bro. It's good.
Yeah, well, it's crazy you say that, man, because I've been the same for a long time, bro. Where like, it's just weird, man. Like, my old beat up Lancer that I had, bro. To me, I wasn't in a Lancer, bro. I wasn't in a Lancer, man. I was driving that fucking Audi down the fucking down St. Clair.
That's
I was
bro.
in that Chrysler. Like, it's always been like that, bro. And it's just these things, like these thoughts in my head, and they're just so real.
Yeah,
It is real.
It's the same
It
thing,
is
like you
real.
said. Like you always, like I see posts on Facebook and shit like that, and then about houses and mansions and shit like that, and then you see like dudes commenting their mates, going, yeah. But then I don't even say anything, but I look at it and I go, I'm gonna be richer than all of these guys combined.
Look,
Like it's a very weird thing, bro. But like, why does that happen to people like us?
because
Like,
man,
why?
it's literally how the universe works.
man.
It is physics, man. Law of attraction, and a lot of people getting into it. So if you're listening to this, watch The Secret on Netflix to get started.
I'm watching that shit when you fucking leave, bro. I'm
then
watching that shit. bro.
If you're a
That is-
reader, The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne, Eckhart Tolle, The Power Now that Joey was talking about, man, these will change your life, bro. Really.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking. You want to answer these questions from Instagram? I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah. I didn't even. I fucking forgot. Look, I probably got none. I never get shit.
No,
You seem to be the guy who.
we only get a couple. Well, I only got two, but you know,
have a look.
people want to
It's
hear the
always something,
questions.
brother. There can always be zero.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing. That's all right.
Well, the first question,
Yep.
the official says, "What's the best song you've recorded, and is there any big collaborations coming up?" Now your EP is coming out soon, so you
Oh,
go
yeah,
first.
all right. Well, fucking, yeah. June 11th, by the way, peeps. Ascendant drops
Bitch.
out.
Sheesh.
Featuring DZ, Holloway, and by Steven. Man, it's a wacky EP.
I saw the
there's a
preview,
lot-
bro.
a lot of, like it's like it feels good. Like, man, shout out to Moby again, bro. Moby on our podcast, he said to me, I was so worried because Spirit and Jackal was so like meaningful and like we were singing about like, you know, our dad and past experience. And it was very deep. But Moby said himself, he said, man, not every piece of music has to be some big and
No.
deep and meaningful thing, bro. Like, if you want to make a fucking turn-up song about fucking drinking in the park, man, make a turn-up song. Like, it doesn't...
Do it, bro.
You know what I mean? So that's why this EP for me was fucking so...
Having fun.
Releasing, because
man.
it was like... There's a few tracks on that EP that are just fucking throwaways, bro. Like, In the Party. Bum, ba-da, bum, bum, bum. I don't want to see anyone dance. That was just a random fucking shit I found on my computer, bro. And what I did was, I was going to delete it. And before I deleted it, I was like, wait a second. I'll try put some DZ vocals on it and change the tempo and re-pitch it and shit. And I can't even remember the song of the vocals that we tried to do. But
I have no idea what these
I can't
vocals are.
even remember. But
What am I saying? What are the lyrics?
the lyrics is in the second verse is saying Nissan 4-door, the whip that I cruise in, but I don't wanna think the wing thing they're doing.
Oh,
That's the
cruising.
So it was one of the songs we tried, never finished. I stole them off that track and put them over a Spanish reggaeton beat, and it fit awesome.
That's mad.
It fit awesome.
Does
I was
it
like,
have
bro,
the chorus? 'Cause
Yeah.
I used that chorus. Did you? I don't know if you ever listened to the song "Cruise" where I said,
yeah.
you ain't never seen no raw shit, talk shit, quit with the chit chat." That is,
So-
it's not that.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I couldn't even tell you what beat we originally tried to do. But it was one of those things where we just never went back to it.
Wow.
So I took those vocals, I just tried it over the beat before I deleted it. Because I had this reggaeton beat on there for a long time. And I was even, because by Steven, when we made the song Drunk, he was over and I showed him the beat for what's the song fucking called? I don't even know the songs the name of my own
Drunk.
shit. No, In the Party, right? So I showed by Steven the beat to In the Party and he was like, man, fuck, you should send this to me. But before I sent it to him, I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to just try some DZ vocals. If not, I'm going to delete it because I don't even really like it. And then those vocals fit so fucking... I'll show you before you leave.
Yeah, I haven't even heard it.
Yeah. So that was a complete throwaway I just threw on there. I've got an interlude on there, Cry Me, which is fucking one of my favorite songs I've ever made. It's like a weird... I basically got a Chinese vinyl and turned it into a trap song. It's very fucking weird, but I love it. Yeah, so that's coming out. And any big collaborations for me? I'm trying to think.
Is there any coming up? He asked. So look, we can't tell you. Obviously, we haven't responded to the Eminem email yet, or the Tupac email, but we'll get back to him.
Yeah, Eminem's got to wait because I'm not ready. But,
No,
look,
I don't have anything planned.
yeah, no big collabs at the moment. I mean, I do get a lot of Instagram messages.
Oh, so do I. Yeah.
From people who there's a few people who want stuff, and I'm not gonna like. Don't be scared to message me because I'm not a tight ass. The amount of free shit I've given away in the past month has been ridiculous. I've been giving away beats and shit.
Yeah, I love.
I'm cool with that. I like helping out people, especially fans of the music. I don't mind. But any big collabs? No, I think after this EP, I've got 3 tracks to work on of DZs that I'm gonna start. And then I've been focusing, honestly, bro. I've been having so much fun gaming. It's not even funny, man.
Twitch,
Start
baby.
streaming, bro.
Twitch.
Yeah, so I've been streaming on YouTube and shit, making a few like little Apex videos and stuff like that. It's been fun, man. Like it's been like a nice release off my shoulders, especially like Mobsy said. Like Mobsy explained to me, man. Not everything has to be deep and meaningful, man. If you just want to make a fucking turn up song, bro, just fucking do it. So that's been cool, man. That's been cool.
And the other question is by Holloway. Shout out Holloway. He says, do you think getting noticed is the hardest part of your musical journey?
Oh,
If so, why?
you go first.
Right, Holloway, shout out, bro.
Yeah, shout out Holloway, man. Sick cunt, man. Sick cunt.
Getting noticed is super hard.
That's all it's about.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't care about... I know it's going to come because we're good and we're
Camera
persistent.
fucking died.
But, you know, it's not something I'm trying to... You know, it's not the be or end all with me. You know, I like making music and I know it's going to come when it comes. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay. So once again, right, I already know we're good at this shit. That's not the problem. The problem is now getting noticed. It's about
getting eyes behind it.
getting, you know, fucking getting that show, getting that tour, getting that fucking record that hits platinum or silver or whatever the fuck they're called these days. You know what I mean? That's the hard part. Of course, it's the hardest part. Like, because I knew I was good at making music fucking 3 years ago. Like that's not my issue anymore. It's now just about that grind about trying to create a platform where people are going to come back, you know, where people are going to stick with you, and where potentially people are going to buy the album, buy the merch, buy the single, because that's how we can then transition from 9 to 5 workers to full-time musicians.
Doing this all the time.
That's the hardest part. That's like I was saying early in the podcast. When is the time for me to take that leap of faith and go, you know what? Fuck this construction shit. Fuck this trade work, bro. I don't even like it. Don't get me wrong.
Pays the bill.
It pays my bills. Yes, I'm okay at it. I'm not the fucking best fucking construction worker in the world. There's other people at it that are fucking great at it. And they're full skillful laborers and shit like that. I'm not that guy because I don't enjoy it. The only reason it's so enjoyable for me at the moment is because of the crew. Like I said, this is the best crew I've ever worked for. So when I wake up in the so when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going, oh fuck, I gotta go to work. It's because we're always fucking around so
enjoyable.
much. It's enjoyable.
You're hanging out with mates.
But at some point, it's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna go, like my insides eat at me every day, just slowly. Like you know that myth when you're little, and they say, at the rate your fingernail grows is the rate that the earth and the sun get closer. Have you ever heard that myth?
Similar things.
Oh, no, I never have, sorry.
So I got told that in high school by one of our teachers or whatever. Oh, the rate your fingernail grows is the rate that the sun gets closer to the earth or whatever. So eventually in like a million years, we're going to get cooked alive because we're too close to the sun. Right, fair enough. It's the same shit, right? Eventually, at the rate my fingernail grows is the rate that I'm slowly getting over it. To the point where I'm just going to go, fuck this, and I'm going to quit, and I'm going to sit at that computer 7 days a week.
Well, you probably could soon, bro. Sooner than you think. Manifest, man.
But it all comes back to how do you survive while doing it? Because, like...
Part-time jobs.
Yeah, it's just...
You're doing full hours. I'm not. I'm doing part-time, so it's a little easier for me, bro. But
yeah, for me... Like I said, we haven't been able to film an episode of FireCast in almost 3 weeks now.
So, yeah, it's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Because there's just literally no fucking time.
Yeah, man, I understand.
Something... This freaked me the fuck out today, man. Something I watched today, and it's very... so you're studying psychology and stuff, Callum. Yep. So what I'm going to ask you is, right, I was watching this fucking like documentary thing, and it was in Nigeria, the city of Laos, right? And these Africans, right, they capture wild animals, right? It's no joke. There's fucking videos and shit of it. They capture hyenas, wild hyenas,
Wow.
right? Venomous snakes like king cobras and shit like that.
Yeah.
And baboons.
Fucking hell.
The monkeys that will fucking kill you. Shit, right? Wild animals. Bring them, they capture them, take them to the city, and they do like street performances with them.
Wow.
Right?
hell.
But that's not the thing that's trippy. The thing that's trippy is that these dudes, right, they call themselves the hyena men. And they claim that the reason they're able to tame and catch these wild animals is because they do voodoo and they drink potions and they make magical potions and shit like that. Because in Africa, right, they are still very... There's people in those countries that still believe in like witchcraft and shit like that. So these motherfuckers are like making potions and shit in like pots and pans and drinking them, and then they go out in the wild and capture these animals and do all this weird shit with them. They go out in the street and perform, and that's how they make their money. They don't work. They're like a street circus kind of thing
Fucking
right, in
hell.
Africa, right?
That's nice.
So, is voodoo fucking
Yes.
possible, or is this now? Could that be another placebo effect where some cunt's made a fucking random drink with rum and cola? He's drunk it and going, "Oh fuck, I'm feeling magical right now," and then the rest of them are all going, "Oh yeah, fuck," because like in the interview, like they're asking, like they're saying that people generally believe that these cunts have powers. That they and bro, and in the video, bro, these guys are fucking. This cunt's riding a hyena, bro. I'm not kidding ya. He's riding a fucking hyena, and they've got a muzzle, like a little muzzle made out of bamboo and shit,
Wow.
on this hyena, a wild hyena, and they go into the crowd full of people, and this hyena's trying to fucking attack these people, but it's got a muzzle on, and the people are shitting themselves, and the people then give them money and shit, and they've trained the baboons to collect the money off the people, and then the baboons give him the money and shit. And this is no joke. Like I was literally watching it today. So
Wow.
voodoo and witchcraft and shit, is it real, or is that literally now just a kind of like a placebo effect where some cunts just come up with a master idea to manipulate people? And what do you think?
Me,
Yeah,
is spirituality real?
I think it's real,
There you
bro.
go.
I think
So
all that shit is
there
real.
you go.
That's the question, because voodoo
Yes.
magic, especially amongst like certain like African people, Jamaicans and all that stuff,
huge.
it's their niche.
You fucking know.
It's their spirit. It's their way. It's like the Aboriginals and their Dreamtime stories, right? You know, like it's their culture. So from what I know about voodoo magic and that personally, especially with witchcraft, I think witchcraft is it's not generic. It's like something massive. It's
pretty
it's a
mainstream,
huge
yeah.
genre. That's what it is. It's a huge genre. Like you can associate like crystals and that. with
Yeah, a lot of
witchcraft.
people into witchcraft.
It just depends. Like, say, for example, witchcraft in a sense is like a taboo in certain spiritualism laws. Like, say, for example, you go in the Bible, witchcraft is seen as evil. You know?
Yeah. So some people in some cultures and shit, that's evil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it just depends. Like, you could say it's placebo, but in the end of the day, you can even associate to a sort of manifest kind of way, because it is their way of life. It's that how they understand a certain spiritual aspect of the world and how they try to understand it in a way and facilitate whatever spells, witchcraftery,
Yup.
to do certain things. Like to train an animal, it's possible. You train dogs.
Yeah, but the weird, another weird thing that they mentioned was that so these are like old African men, so they were claiming that that the animals, even if they're bitten or attacked by the animals, and I'm talking about like the snakes and shit as well. The snakes are like biting these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
and they're claiming that it doesn't hurt.
All right.
The venom can't kill them.
Yep.
And these cunts are full legit. And then that's another way how they make most of their money is that because after they do the show in the street, the other African people, the community or the town that they're in at the time, they get so freaked out by these dudes that they buy the medicine and the potions off them and shit like that, so they can not survive a snake bite, for example.
It could be a form of anti-venom when you think about it, especially when it comes to again, behind the scenes shit too. Like you can be bitten by a snake, but it's been devenomed, dog. You know, that you don't know about that.
But if they're picking them up in the middle of the fucking Sahara Desert,
the thing
get
that-
like,
the thing-
bruh.
I just think as well, like with the Sydney funnel-web spider, you do realize the only people who are susceptible to dying instantly, right? The only species that are susceptible to dying instantly to funnel-web spiders in Sydney, right, in Australia, are actual human beings because of our neuro pathways, right? The neurotoxins in funnel-web spiders only affect us because we are very neurological and our brains came a certain way over evolutionary times. This is scientific based, by the way, not spirituality. However, if a spider bit a cat or dog, they are more likely to survive because they haven't had that intuit, like that evolutionary period. They're still like animals with not a massive neural pathway. It will definitely affect them, but it won't be huge. And in that way too, say for example, you got bit by a snake, you're still able. There are some people who can survive because their liver can just pump the shit out. Depending on your age, it depends
Some
on your
people
sex.
built different.
Yeah, they are. Jesus
yeah.
Christ, bro! They're like a walking demigod. You never fucking know. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's a chemical, bro. Like
So it's kind of a psychological, like it's kind of a mental thing too. We believe we're affected by it because we believe we can be
bro.
affected by it.
Dude.
You know what I mean? So maybe this voodoo stuff is real for some people and it's not real for others. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing that tripped me out about the whole thing was with the hyenas, because these cunts, right? They so okay. So like I said, they're a traveling circus, if you say so, whatever.
yeah,
Traveling street performers, better way to suit it. While they're filming the documentary, they're currently living in a fucking a tip, like a rubbish tip. What the
fuck?
Right, and then the camera crew go, and once again, it could all be fake with the camera. You don't know. You don't know with the internet, right?
Yeah.
But they've sold it pretty well.
yeah.
The camera crew comes into the rubbish tip, and these cunts are sitting there with hyenas, baboons, and snakes on fucking chains. Wow. And these animals are just sitting there, and the animals are very fucking real.
Yeah.
Whether or not the show's real, the camera crew's real, they've still got these real fucking animals
Sitting there.
just sitting there, bro. And it's not one or two; they've got 15 baboons,
Fucking
they've got
hell.
10 hyenas, and they've got bags of snakes,
Wow.
Fucking hell.
bags of them.
Well,
And in the videos, bro, they've got their little kids and the snakes wrapped around the kids' neck and shit, bro.
Fucking hell.
And the kids just playing and fucking, and you know what I mean? And in the wild, one of the baboon's worst enemy is a venomous snake. But these cunts have trained the baboons to pick the snakes out of the bag, and the baboon's walking with the snake in its hand. It's fucking incredible.
bro, apes, man, are fucking something else. You see in Thailand and shit, and they're wearing little shirts and they train them to pickpocket people,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They train the monkeys to fucking
And they steal
steal.
shit.
Monkeys are nuts, man.
I don't trust monkeys.
Monkeys will fucking rip your face off,
I
too.
never have, man.
Well, if you don't trust monkeys, don't trust humans either, because we're a type of monkeys.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah.
That's why humans are fucked.
Yeah.
But monkeys are fucked too. That's why another thing too, there was a fucking what was the bitch's name? The fucking big gorilla.
Oh, Bobo. We'll talk bubbles.
Coco the cunt. Coco's doing sign language and shit, and it's fucking saying that we need to save ourselves and shit, and freaking, like I said, you don't know if they're
Yeah,
fucking
what is
around
that?
with
Yeah.
they're changing the
Strange,
translation
yeah.
and shit, but that's fucking freaky. The monkeys like warning us and shit. Like,
Monkeys are fucked, bro.
that's fucked up. Every time I go to the zoo, man, the monkeys whacking off and shit in front of everyone. Like they don't give a fuck.
Funny
man.
monkey videos, bro. Have you seen is it Life? I don't know, the David Attenborough documentary about the animal and like the bee that shits in the plant, and then the plant, it's like, or like the squirrel. There's only one type of plant in this one forest, and then also in that one forest, there's only one type of like squirrel thing
That eats that
only
plant.
here in the world, and the only way it reproduces, it's shaped like a toilet, and the squirrel goes and licks the special like sap that's on the leaf, and once it detects that, the squirrel does a shit inside the toilet bowl, and it drops in, and the plant uses the shit, and that's the only way more of the plant grow, only with that particular shit. Like, and there's another thing in that documentary where there's some bee going through some like fucking, it's like another toilet weird thing, and it looks fake, bro.
Yeah.
It looks, everyone's telling me, nah, it's real. I looked it up, I was Google searching, I'm like, is this CGI? And people
Is this
Is this
legit?
CGI?
people swear by it, but you
Yeah.
know what? I'm skeptical still, bro, because it looks fake, and I think it is fake, and it's because it's their last resort to get humans to stop fucking up the planet. What if they just fake this to brainwash us into thinking that, you know?
Hey, I'm all for
Yeah,
it, man.
that's what I said too. If it's working,
if it gets cunts to listen,
yeah,
bro,
I agree. But
another thing, I was watching a documentary where in like I think it's in South America, Costa Rica, right? Costa Rica back in like 1980 or 81 or some shit was like the whole country, right? Now think of it, right? The whole country was like 81 or something percent rainforest.
Yeah, man.
So that's only like fucking 19% of livable land where humans were living and doing their own thing. And then by a couple years ago, like 2019 or whatever, it was down to like only 30
That's
something
so
percent
sad.
rainforest.
Deforested, bro. Yeah.
I gotta tell you something.
That is sad as fuck.
Some good news I saw the other day. Actually, this is recent news. They're doing this program right where they're making artificial ice to put in the poles. And they're gonna do this, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna cool global warming, and it's a real feasible thing. They're building artificial ice,
Wow.
and this is real shit. Like, and that's such good news, man. Like,
Well, they've got no choice now to have to save us because we're gonna fuck the planet.
Yeah,
They've
fuck
got to
them.
make shit to
got to do something.
replace like natural things because otherwise we're fucked.
I think as well. Sorry to cut you off again, Iggy. Fuck, I feel so bad.
You're right, bro. I'm talking.
Go,
Yeah.
go.
I think as well, I was having a discussion with my friend Keegan, right? Shout out to Keegan, by the way, for my work. We did discuss very deep stuff, he and I. And he was talking to me about how the fact that renewable energy, especially for our country, is so realistic. However, oil is so profitable
Yeah.
for us that it's in, like, that they don't want to do it. Like, it comes in an aspect of greed, right? So our country has a massive desert. If you fill that desert full of solar panels, we have a renewable energy source
yeah.
for the entire country.
We're in a good spot.
We're in
bro.
a mad spot, bro. Compared to other countries other than Saudi Arabia and that, like, which are based off deserts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is so good. But because it's, again, non-fundable, because it's such an expense, oil is so profitable for massive oil companies, right? They decided, the government said no.
Yeah.
I feel like it is getting better these days, like with electric cars and shit.
Yeah.
But like, it's stuff. I feel like this could have happened years ago.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
why are electric cars so hard that we're only getting them now?
It's because it's
Surely they could have done that years
It
ago.
all
It's
comes back.
oil,
It's money.
petrol, money, you know.
bro.
Money.
Money.
Everything, every cunt wants
The
to
dollar,
make
bro.
a dollar,
They
bro.
said it in The Simpsons, bro. In the Stonecutters, who holds back the electric car? We do. That's
Yeah.
real shit, bro. It's fucking real shit. Electric cars could have been done years ago. I'm fucking telling you.
Of course.
110%.
And they've had electric cars for many years. But
Yeah,
it's
but-
just because no one wants to fuck. That's why you got people like is what I don't know.
It's getting better though.
Elon
It is,
Musk.
it's getting there.
Elon Musk is our savior.
Yeah, I reckon he's great, bro.
And then you've got those wankers that hate him for some reason.
Because it's weird and new in like his new age, you know.
Yeah,
like,
like-
people just don't
But
understand
But
it.
yeah, it's
People can't handle change.
I do think it's innovative. However, I do believe there's a standpoint in which there's a realistic aspect that should be adhered to. I do think Elon is very...
He gets shit done, bro. He's
does
launching
get-
rockets every fucking week,
He does,
man.
he does, but here's the opportunity to do that. That's the problem. I feel, coming from... It's hard because like, you associate this with like revolutionary kind of articles and that, like from what I've read personally. I think you need to be a person who is capable of doing things goodly, but from a realistic standpoint, and that a standpoint that other people can understand. Say, for example, a middle-class citizen doing that kind of stuff that Elon's doing, that is so much more desirable, nice. Like, it's more like, not nice. Nice is the word I'm using because I don't know any other word to explain this, but when you have a rich man doing rich things, it's
Less admirable.
less admirable. Exactly.
yeah, of course,
get what you're saying.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
and he's
got
doing
things-
so much,
he's
too.
doing
Like,
Elon can do all that shit because he can afford it.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly, because it's realistic for him. That's why
Yeah.
life is so, up and down, because it comes to reality. It comes to whether or not the dollar can actually get you.
you know what I respect about Elon, though? What Elon seems to me, right? And, like, say what you will. I don't like the Neuralink shit he's doing. I don't like that stuff. But, and you never know. I'm sure there's maybe some corruption up there somewhere. But Elon Musk looks like the type of dude that, like, any one of us got that much money, the types of shit we would be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Putting
yeah,
money
yeah.
to good places.
Yeah,
like,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
Only thing about Elon too is that he's got to be careful, man. Because I was having a conversation with a mate at work about this, right? Think of it. Someone who's got so much influence, like Elon,
Oh, yeah.
who almost completely crashed the cryptocurrency market with a tweet.
Yeah,
He needs to be careful.
100%.
But you
Because
never know.
back in
He
the day,
could be in on it, bro.
Malcolm X, JF Kennedy,
Oh,
All of them,
people that were finally trying to do good, they all got necked.
But that's the thing. Is he doing good, or is it just more? I believe the world's
You
in
don't know.
the world
You know
right
what?
now is in a huge transition stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And things are going to change very quick. And
Exactly.
like Elon Musk is kind of the pioneer of a lot of that.
Well,
so-
like I said, this is the guy that I work with, right? The guy that I work with said this himself. He's not he's a farmer. He's a farmer, right? But he's not into. He told me himself. He said the only reason he got into cryptocurrency and shit with me and Brad and stuff is because Elon's at the reins, because he trusts Elon. But he said other than that, to him, unless you can hold something in your hand, it's useless.
Yeah, man.
He's very old school. He's like 10 years older than me, but he's a good dude. He's a fucking good dude. And he said with Elon at the reins, he feels like we can't go wrong.
And you know,
and I was like, no, I kind of agree. But he's got to be careful because with so much power, man, people are going to be going, okay, hold on. Other governments are going to be going, hold on a second. If this motherfucker can crash a whole market with a tweet, what could he do with real money?
And let me throw this back at you too. Like, is it just a placebo? You know, you've been talking, like, you guys have been talking a lot about it, man. And you know what? I'll throw that back at you. Is, you know, like, placebo is such a word that is so, like, it can be associated to freaking anything, dude, because it's how we take it in.
How you absorb
He has
things.
the amazing ability and, you know, the power to influence such a fucking, like, intricate and complex environment such as cryptocurrency and investment with a tweet.
Yeah.
Is like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, he might be at the reins and everything, but is it just a placebo? You know, is he the poster boy? Like, you know,
I get what you're saying.
You never know, bro.
He could just be the face of some.
Yeah, exactly. That's something much bigger, bro.
Let's check my cryptos right now, right? Let's just see if everything's up or down. Which has been the cryptos have been very volatile the past.
Yeah, big
very
crash.
very scary.
Hold your shit; it'll go back up. Don't be scared.
Well, that's what I've been saying.
Don't be scared, bro.
Everyone hold it.
Crypto is the new thing, man. Nipsey Hussle's talking about it in 2017. Too early. He was telling people. He went to the Netherlands and all that shit, and he was saying to people, bro, this is going to be the future. We're here because it's crypto friendly, and when the accessibility spreads to the rest of the world, you're going to want to be in a good position. Yeah. And he got killed, man, and you never know.
Yes, and they
what if it was too early, bro? This is all part of the plan. So, you know, if you're in early, you might be rich and well off, and maybe it was just too early. Nipsey Hussle's trying to wake people up.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Too early.
It also comes down to like a socio-economic standpoint, I think, as well, especially when it comes to quality of life. And when you're talking about crypto, it is a socio-economic type of aspect, because crypto is expensive at the minute. Right?
Well, it depends what you buy.
It does depend on what you buy.
We're cashless already, bro.
Exactly.
It only makes sense to go there.
Exactly. But it, like, you say, like, especially like when people have access to crypto and that, it's becoming more attainable. But again, socio-economic, you know, research and ideologies and stuff like that will even become accustomed to that, because certain people, especially in third world countries and countries that don't have access to the internet, because that is still a thing, will not have access to such a thing, and they will still.
Well, that's the thing, though. Yeah. Africa in this new transit, Africa's gonna be huge, bro. They're coming out of it. I'm telling you, like what with Akon's doing, building that city in Senegal. It's he's building a full futuristic city in the middle of Senegal based off cryptocurrency.
Yeah, man. Yep.
And a lot of smart people, especially in China, like big businessmen and stuff, they see a lot of potential in Africa, man. There's a lot of people there, and it's going to start getting developed. I think that honestly around the world, there's going to be more development that's going to be rarer to see extreme, like, poverty and stuff. Now, obviously, it's a long ways off, but that's where we're headed, man. Technology is getting too good for people to be living in squalor.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And that means like a thing that always come to my mind. This is going to throw you guys off too. Like, technology, dude. To come out so quick, man. Where, like,
things change
just
so
exactly,
quick.
Dude, but like, where I believe in the innovation of human mind, but there has to be like a forefront in which you have to base a theory off of, like, say for example Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah,
I love
Nikola
that
Tesla,
guy.
right? There you go. You know, he believed in, like, you know, Thunder God and shit, dude, and happened to be the first person to conduct electricity, or to be successful in conducting electricity. Like,
he knew
that
shit.
forefront of theoretical innovation.
Yeah.
Is something I feel
Dude,
needs to still happen.
Technology is nuts. I saw a video the other day of a dude controlling a bionic arm with his brain.
Yep.
Yeah,
People are going to be it's going to be Cyberpunk 2077.
That's what I'm saying, but the thing is, I feel like it's going so quick. It's going to get to the point where we're just going to wake up. It's going to be like, fuck, we're in fucking some like Ready Player One type shit.
Yeah, well, but that's
Well,
VR.
that's where we're headed.
VR, yeah.
The what?
VR,
Yeah,
virtual
VR.
reality. Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck. Like, it's all happening so quick.
COVID's a catalyst for a lot of this change.
But at the same time, right? Just quickly, as you were saying, soon there's going to be so much technology and shit that there's not going to be basically room for poor people. That's kind of not true, because the government want poor people.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
You know what I mean?
that
Like,
not instead of living in shacks in the desert. Obviously, there's always going to be poverty and extreme
course,
poverty.
yes.
But what I'm saying is, it's going to be like all of Africa is developing. Except South
gotta look
Africa.
different.
South Africa is the most, like, probably one of the most developed. There are a lot of developed places in Africa. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, when people, like, the image people think of Africa, I think that's going to shrink and start to shrink because a lot of business is in Africa. There's a lot of people. And Elon Musk shooting these satellites, right? These Starlink satellites. That's going to provide internet for anywhere in the world. Everyone's going to have access to internet with these satellites.
Look, it's like I said,
And that's the path we're headed on, man.
like you said, it is. We are a long way off because I was just watching a fucking documentary of cunts in Africa with
course.
pet hyenas for fuck's sake.
Yeah, of course.
That is
But I'm
fucked
not
up.
saying everyone's going to be rich, but this is all
But-
part of a transition. The fall of the British monarchy with all this shit coming out. It's a change of eras, bro. We're going to stop having rulers. Watch, the
revolution.
British monarchy will collapse with all this shit coming out after this. I think after the Queen dies, there's not going to be a king and queen. They're going to change systems. Government systems are going to change. Money's going to change. It's going to be all online, you know, and that's just how it's going to go. And you have to prepare and not cling on to things. It's gotten to the point where my auntie the other day was messaging me about cryptocurrency. like someone
bullshit.
I'd never imagined.
Really? What'd she
But
say?
She's like, "Oh, what do you use? How do you get into it?" And she thinks she's still tossing up. She thinks, you know, she's skeptical.
Okay,
but
that fucking scares me because Dia, my auntie, if you haven't met her, she's very like what's the word? She has to see it to believe it.
yeah, skeptical.
So that's very fucking scary that she's saying that.
Mum too. Mum wants to buy some too.
I
Mum's
gotta buy
telling me.
some more crypto. Then that's fucking
And
freaky.
don't put your life savings into crypto.
Yeah,
There's been a
hold
big
on.
crash lately.
Hold on, let's be okay.
Be
so,
realistic.
Never
about what
put
you
more
do.
than you're willing to lose. All right. I'm
Okay.
sure everyone's portfolio is down quite a lot.
Like I said, right. So I was telling these boys off air that my mate from work, like I said, he's a farmer. He's a farmer at heart. Never done crypto. He's never done. We only just helped him for the first time ever get his first laptop and get on Discord so we can play games together.
Yeah.
And we're playing Planet Zoo because he loves animals, right?
That's cool, bro.
This cunt's a funny cunt, bro. Right? I love him to death. And he's like he always told me. He said if he can't hold it in his hand, it's useless to him because what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do with a crypto? But as I've been at this work for about 10 months now, and in the 10 months I've been there. Me, Mikey, and Brad, almost daily, we're always talking about crypto, stocks, about this, about that, about Elon Musk. And my mate, he's listening. Like I said, it's always me, Mike, Brad, and this one guy. We're like the four amigos that are always fucking around at work. So he's obviously listening to all the crypto bullshit. And at first they're like, yeah, whatever. What are these cunts talking about?
It's funny how you talk about crypto because I got told my socket reading about crypto today, but not about investment. Sorry, so continue. That
Oh wow, okay, that's fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a wave. You
that's
got to get
weird,
on
man.
it, bro.
Yeah, Anyway, and then as the months have been going on, and we've been driving in trucks together, me and him, he's like, man, Iggy, like, fuck, like, do you reckon you could help me set up a crypto account, like a CoinSpot account? I'm like, bro, I'm like, whatever you want. And I'm like, but just first of all, I'm not saying to fucking, put in $1,500 of your money and spend it on crypto. I'm just like, if you want to do it, bro, do it. I can't guarantee you it's going to work. You know what I mean? It could fail, it could drop, it could whatever. It's up to you. And he's like, no, like, and then he's been saying, he's like, no, but I've been reading and watching the internet and there's a lot of shit happening. Everything in the background is crypto this, crypto that, Elon Musk this, you know what I mean? And then he finally got into it. And he finally bought a Litecoin. We all bought a Litecoin together. We all bought Shibu stick. We all bought a million Shibus.
So did I, bro.
So I'm saying if Shibu ever hits $1, we're all going to be millionaires.
Listen, be careful with those coins, man.
Yes.
Those meme coins. Like, I got a couple for fun, like, just in case, bro. But, be careful with the meme coins. There's a lot of ones with real potential. And they're used for real things. And they're good, like, and they're worth investing in. VeChain, Ripple,
They're like the
Stellar
big ones.
Lumens.
Yeah.
These-
Cardano and shit.
Yeah, Cardano's a big one. They're your safe bets. So if you're new to crypto, look at those ones because they're safe, long investments. They're going to be worth a lot more in the future than they are now. I promise you.
Invest,
But
maybe.
do your own research. Never put any more money than you're willing to lose, okay?
Yeah.
But, I think cash is going to be around for a little longer. It's going to take a while, a few years. But, the earlier you get on, the better position you're going to be in, I feel like. So,
Especially the state of taxation with cash as well. I feel as if you want to make a little bit of coin, currently, I reckon this will phase out, as you and I were talking about before, Dylan. like doing cashies, especially in like a
yeah,
it's still feasible, but it will not be in the end because of tax. They will change it all.
But you know what will be?
Yeah.
Instead of doing a cashier and this guy giving you a $50 note, you're gonna send him a Sia coin.
Wow.
50 Sia coin.
I never thought about that
bro.
too because
Yeah.
people, cashies, especially for tradies basically survive off the cashies.
Yeah, bro, they do.
I still got mates who do cashies on a Saturday for 4 hours, and these cunts are making $900 for the day.
You can do cashies with crypto.
But for how long is that going to be a thing?
Exactly. How long will the
It'll change.
It's gonna get to the point where fucking old Janice from down the road wants you to mow her lawns. Instead of giving you $300, she's gonna say, "Oh, I've got two fucking Cardanos though. What I'll send you."
I truly
you know what I
believe
mean?
that's how it's gonna be.
It's more than likely gonna happen, man. It's
A lot of people think, it's going to be one currency. It's got to be one. Like we might use Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but I feel like it's not necessarily going to be just one. I feel like there'll be more. So you could buy a house with one Bitcoin, but then you could buy that same house with 40 Ethereum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
That's how I see this progressing.
Yeah. Okay.
There'll be some big dogs. It's like gold and silver. Like
100%.
now, it's just all going digital, man.
Yeah, that's mad.
So obviously Bitcoin will be the head. Bitcoin will be our gold. Ethereum will be your silver, and then you've got your copper, tin, iron.
You remember that NFT art you were talking about with me the other day?
Oh, how cunts are fucking now selling their like digital art for thousands.
Or YouTube clips. Have you understood it?
No.
So after that I learned more about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's essentially no different to selling,
Crypto or
art.
something.
Like there's a million Mona Lisas,
It's
but
content.
there's only one real Mona Lisa.
Yeah, one original.
So when you sell an NFT art, you're giving someone that unique code, and it goes on the blockchain and says they are the rightful owner of that. So it's like owning the original Mona
Rights,
Lisa.
bro. It's all about rights, man.
So it makes a blockchain for that specific
Yeah.
artwork
Yep.
that one okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So
Okay,
it's
yeah.
no different. So anyone can have the clip of fucking Logan Paul opening a Pokemon card, but there's only one person who bought it for $1 million who's got that on the blockchain. It'll say their name and shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's see again, rich people fucking throwing money away.
Stupid investment,
you
but
know what?
it makes
fucking-
sense.
It's realistic.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I've got a lot of people on Instagram who are artists and shit, like not even artists, they're web designers, and they're fucking uploading, people buying, a cover art for 15,000 USD and shit. It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
That's nuts, man.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It'll get
man.
bigger, I think.
Yeah.
What's I saying to Callum? This once I do all the edits and shit, this could break the record for longest episode.
Maybe. We had some long intermissions. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were fucking around a lot today.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we were just saying, today's been a weird fucking day for
been a very
everyone.
weird
Callum
day.
was saying today a lot of weird shit.
Mercury
happened.
retrograde, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that fucking.
It's real, bro.
There was,
It's
an-
fucking strange.
there was another moon, wasn't there, or something?
Yeah,
Blood moon, like
eclipse.
2 days ago. Yeah.
But do you know what retrograde is?
No.
So it's when a planet looks like it's going in reverse rotation, and it's like a period of a few weeks, and during a retrograde, everything's all like kind
Whacked
of weird,
out,
especially
yeah.
Mercury. Mercury's a big one.
Well, get this right.
We
So
entered one yesterday.
apparently, whenever the blood moon was a couple nights ago, me and my girlfriend were out here in the flat, at the front here in the yard, whatever the fuck. Well, this is our front yard, but it's the house's backyard. So we're out in our front yard. We're looking at the moon. It didn't look red, mind you. It was just big, right? Big and like kind of like a crusty white color. And we're like, oh fuck, man, that looks awesome, yeah. And we're like, yeah. And because me and my girlfriend are pretty spiritual, everyone knows in a full moon you take your crystals out, and I've got my crystals on my PC desk, and I touch them every day, and I manifest. Today I'm gonna make a good beat, and then all this shit.
I got a shitload of crystals.
I manifest my crystals, and we're like, all right. We're like, yeah, full moon. Everyone knows you got to put your crystals out at the night, and the full moon recharges your crystals. We're like, yay. So we ran out, put our crystals out. And then shout out my friend Georgia Hare, my girlfriend's friend as well. She messages, and my missus must have said, oh, we put our crystals out. And she was like, no, grab your crystals quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't do that.
Bring him back. And we're like, what the fuck do you
Yeah.
mean? She's like, no, this full moon, you don't want to have your crystals out there. This is like a chaotic moon and shit like that. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We've gone running outside, grabbed the crystals again, bring them back. We're like, oh,
yeah.
fuck.
You should have manifested either. during
Yeah,
the full
and we're
moon.
like, holy fuck. We're like, we didn't know that shit, but apparently it's a fucking chaotic moon where everyone
is.
acts all crazy
yeah,
and shit.
man.
weird shit, bro.
That's probably why my dog's been acting whack and biting people and shit. Not biting people, but being crazy and barking a lot and
Yeah.
attacking other dogs and shit.
we go through retrogrades all the time, so we've been through plenty. If you know it and you notice it, you'll see that it actually is real shit. But it ends. So just remember that. You'll see your emotions get out of whack too. Sometimes you'll feel angry and shit, but just remember, be like, fuck.
See, I've been feeling better than fucking ever.
Yeah,
to be
I'm
honest,
good
but
too, right?
I didn't know that it was like a full. You weren't supposed to have your crystals out and shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just depends on who you are too. Like it's your energy, man. You make what you make what you make.
That would have been fucked though. Imagine if no one told us and we left them out there all night. And
I think
bring back the chaotic energy into the house.
I think we forgot to bring ours. Mine's always sitting on the windowsill every night. I don't think we moved them. So, but we do cleanses and shit, bro. We get Palo Santos and fucking sage and we
and like garlic and shit.
Yeah,
vampires. Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy, man. Well, I guess one more topic we can talk about before we wrap this up, because this could potentially be the longest episode we've done yet, which is fucking sick.
It's a good one.
I guess like astrology and shit, it's always a fun thing to talk about.
Yes.
And because you're a spiritual person, Callan, I'm gonna say you believe in that, right?
Yeah.
And we're just talking. So you're a Scorpio like me,
Yes.
but you don't act or talk like a Scorpio.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
know.
there's some people who you can tell, okay, they're a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know your chart?
No, from what I can understand, especially about my own personality, I understand to an extent. We, as a star sign, the Scorpion, are very charismatic and attractive.
yeah.
We are one of the most emotional signs because we're a water sign,
yeah.
right? And I get that because that's who I am.
Yeah.
And I do think people associate, especially with our star sign, it's very like more negative. I don't know why, but I've noticed that a
Bitches.
lot.
Scorpios are bitches.
Yeah, we're kind-
That's a stereotype.
That's the thing, like,
we're cunts. We're
Yeah,
cunts.
yeah, but I think especially with that's a negative thing, right? Like, it's funny because I thought, like, recently I've been very vindictive and I wanted to destroy a lot of people in my life who were giving me grief, right?
I want to destroy them.
Yeah, it's been like that, but like, especially for me. But I am not that kind of person. That's not who I am personally, right?
Yeah, wow.
But you feel it in there.
I feel it in there. I feel like I could just rip you the fucking shreds, right? Like, especially like with what I've learned, and I hate saying this because it really irritates me. It's part of myself that I don't like. It's like a shadow ego kind of thing. It's like, possessiveness, anger, hatred,
caveman traits.
caveman. It is. It's the id, bro. Sometimes I think as well. Like, it's hard to explain because I don't personally understand it because I got told today, especially in my reading today, like I'm more of a Leo than anything else. But
Well, that's why you might have
yeah.
Leo in your chart,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
And because I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm more I'm more like on I got a lot of Libra in my chart.
yeah,
So I'm a bit more like a Libra, but you're pretty Scorpio. So that's why people are different.
Fuck yeah. Well, that's the thing. I know one of my close mates is a Leo, but he acts like a Scorpio. He's a cunt.
He probably has Scorpio in his chart.
He's a cunt.
Well, you never know too. Like it is also sometimes people are just a bit different, but
yeah. It manifests in a different way. I feel, especially because I know I'm a home person and a Scorpion is a home person. But we are leaders.
Yeah.
We are I can't even say this word. Ingenuitive. That's the word. It's not the right word, but it is what I'm going to say. We are impactful. We are bosses.
yeah,
Right?
you have a presence.
We have a presence and we
Yeah.
make it known. We are charming, charismatic, and the center of attention.
Me and this guy are fucking different as fuck.
Yeah,
we're
no,
like
yeah.
we're in a lot of ways.
I've noticed that, especially like
Yeah.
you just said about me as well, like in a social aspect, right? I never noticed it about myself, but when you just brought that up, I was like, shit, I never knew people like looked at me like that, But it makes sense, especially with my star sign, that we can be like that. But I do understand like the shadow side of it too. There is always those two. There is love and hate. And
Yeah.
there is dark and light.
It's what you show the world and what you don't show the
Exactly.
world.
You choose. It's the choice, bro. It's always comes down to the choice, man. Fucking who wrote the Matrix? Those brothers. I know it's two brothers. To anyone who's watched the Matrix, you understand it all comes down to choice.
Yeah.
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 Your life is what you make it, bro.
What you make it, bro.
Say it again and again.
Again.
Fuck yeah,
Life
man.
is what you make it. Bitch.
All right, boys, we'll wrap up there, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it,
course,
guys. This has
bro.
been such a fantastic experience. And honest to God, this podcast, man, it's fun. It's cool. It's an avenue in which I hope to pray to God that you guys it just blows up.
We'll
Tell
keep
him,
at it,
man,
bro.
we're going to be rich, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling
keep
you
at it,
right
bro.
now. We are
I
going to
just-
be fucking rich. And
Yeah.
I don't even care about the fame. I just want the money so I can fucking live in a
Quit
fucking,
my job.
in a fucking mansion with a lagoon in the back. And we can just
Exactly,
do this
dude.
shit every
Yeah.
day. Like, you know what I mean?
And
But
you know what? It's humbling too because I feel as if anyone does watch this, especially aside from all like the material stuff, I do hope whoever listens to this, like the learning.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anything that you take from this is positive. I pray to God. Anything I've said, anything DZ said, anything that you know, Iggy says, you know, like, fuck,
Yeah.
bro, you know, it's here not only for us as a way to talk about how we feel and anything that we've invested in, but hopefully you guys
For
can take
people
from
to
it.
relate.
Take something away.
Especially
Exactly.
the whole, maybe like 40 minutes we talked about the psychology thing.
Yes.
Man, if there's anyone out there who needs help, who
Oh,
feels
bro.
like there's something that they're not really talking about, or they've got
Yep.
buried deep down,
Yep.
you can come to
Yep.
any one
Reach
of
out.
us. You
Reach
can
out,
call
bro.
a hotline. Just
Yep.
don't be scared to
Talk
sort
to
of.
people, bro.
Yeah, man.
Don't be scared to talk. Like I said,
Exactly.
man, my girlfriend taught me how to talk.
We're all
Yeah.
human, man.
For a
You're
long
human,
time,
bro.
man, I kept shit to myself because I thought, you know, I'm a man.
Yeah.
I can't be the one that's always sad. But nah,
But that
man,
toxic masculine shit, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. You know, like,
fuck that shit off.
Yeah, especially-
You know what I mean? People, like, there's a lot of negative shit in the world, but for every negative person, there's 5 good
There's 5
people.
good people,
Yeah,
You know what I
keep
mean?
the light. Keep the light,
So-
man. Keep the
Stay
light.
to it, bro. Stay true.
That was episode, what, 13?
13, my favorite number.
13 of
Yeah, here we go.
FireCast.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Shay, we've
Probably was the most whacked, bro, because it's your favorite number.
yeah. We've my co-host DZ and Callan. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank
Thank you,
guys.
bro.
That shit was awesome. And peace out, boys.
Peace out, fam.